Hello, Mitch. How you doing? Just a quickie. Bored. Not been on for ages. Doing alright. I'm alright, Mitch. Just bored. Sunday, nothing to do. Shit weather. I've got visitors coming tonight, so can I get on tonight? Look like I'm stoned, hence no camera. Lack of sleep.
How's things?
How you doing, man?
Nae bad, nae bad.
It's Kelly.
Rough. Just a bit rough with everything, but nah, everything's all good, mate.
You're a big hug, man.
I will do. Fucking, what do you call it? Well, that'll be Bonnie a month on Wednesday.
Hi, Dagmar. How are you? Connor. How's the wee angel doing?
Well, to be fair, she's doing really, really well.
Going on weight now.
Oh, well, her weight now is 7'11".
That's good. Dagmar's got sunshine. Happy days. She was out with her dog yesterday and it rained.
I can't see chat, so.
How are you today, Dagmar? She's put on weight. That's great, man.
Oh, aye, definitely. She's 7'11" now.
Oh, Grant's booty sell off. Right, Connor, how you doing, man? Mitch is on the painting. It's going to be cold all week, Dagmar. Cold coming off the continent from Europe through the east coast of England and Scotland.
I threw myself off like a Mongol.
I do all the time. I can even chuck myself off mainstream.
It's terrible, man. But last week, Bonnie was £7, and then when she got weighed on Friday, she's 7'11", so that's a good weight gain.
Oh, that's good, man.
Oh, aye, she's getting big now, too. So, aye, mate, it's one of them.
How's her sleep?
Yourself, man? Her sleep was good, by the way. She sleeps for usually between 1 and 2. That'll be her last feed, and then that's her down till about, 6 o'clock.
That's good.
So she gets a good 4 or 5 hours.
That's not bad. You've got a good sleep then.
Well, I and no, because Kelly's just up doing. It's just everything,
Aye, I can.
It's the partially having a new baby, basically.
I know what you're saying, Grant. I know what you're saying, buddy.
Constantly worried and all that, but it is what it is. So, aye. But nah, she's doing really well, though. That's the main thing. She's doing well. Bonnie's doing well. And the kids are actually, well, Lily and Logan, they help out a lot too.
That's great. They'll love their wee sister, man. It's a bond that'll never be broken throughout life.
Oh, God, aye, mate. Definitely. Definitely. So, other than that, how about you? How have you been?
Ah, shite.
Aye.
A lot going on, Ken, in the background.
Nah, mate, I ken that, but that's what I'm saying. As long as you're good, that's the main thing.
Losing too many people.
Bro.
I'll get on. Just get on with it, man. Can keep a brave face and just get on with it. Just been quiet at nights. Kind of just been wallowing about and just been keeping myself busy.
Aye, man. That's it. Sometimes that's the best way to deal with things. I know it's stupid to say it, but it is. Keep busy, mate, because as long as you're busy, time goes on quicker.
I've been sitting tying flies and just fucking about, basically. Yeah.
Well, I've been mucking about with rigs and stuff, so I'm like, well, once I get back out in that, I'll give these rigs a shot. So I've been experimenting.
I'll tie you up a heap of rigs. Once I get by the summer into the autumn, before I start my gritting, I'll just sit and tie up rigs. I'll tie up a shell. I've got endless amount of stuff here for tying up rigs.
I managed to get myself some wire trace, Tronic wire trace. It's the nylon coated one.
Uh-huh.
Got some of that for where I go up to it if instead of using like 150 pound mono and that for the bite, so that the spur dog and that didn't bite through it.
Mm-hmm.
So I've got this nice Tronic fucking wire nylon, and it knots quite well as well, by the way. But then you got to put you twist it around 3-4 times, and then you burn it. You lock it in place, and then put the crimp on it.
Mm-hmm.
I had to go through YouTube to find that out.
Aye, yeah. I don't have any wire here. I used to make wire traces for bike cables. Thin kiddies bike cables.
Aye. Is that for like the pike and that?
Well, for anything spur dogs, I used to make my mates rigs for his spurs.
Yeah, that's all right.
But I don't know if you do the pollock fishing. If I get a chance, I'll make you some soft lures. I make my own jellies.
So I've been watching a few videos on how to make them, so I'm quite interested in doing it.
The stuff's brutal. It's really carcinogenic. You have to do it in well-ventilated areas.
Like that.
It's just like a milk you put in the microwave and you heat it to, I can't remember, 283 degrees. And you pour it into the moulds. But I've got an extractor fan on my shed, and I've got some liner for my wood burning stove over it to take out the smoke. It literally takes the breath off you. It's really bad. Like,
we are.
I had that for doing the lead. I've got a proper lead melting, electric lead melter, and the 6-inch liner slotted right out of the melting pot, so no fumes come into my shed at all.
That's good. That's really good, actually, having the ventilation in that a bit.
But if you're getting down the west coast in the summer, you'll get lots of pollock down there. I'll get you some shads and stuff made up. Rhubarb and custard.
I'm going to be heading down Loose Bay.
Right.
For the top and all that in the summer, so that's going to be good.
Yeah. What's your plans? What's your plans today, Dagmar?
Hi, everybody in chat. Sorry, I can't see chat at all. So, hi.
Did you enjoy your evening last night with your visitors, Dagmar? Yeah, I'll get some rhubarb and custard, skin red and yellows. That's one of my favourite colours for the pollock.
I was hearing that they like these kind of colours, eh? And they like the white ones as well, apparently.
Well, you can do it clear without colour and put in heat-resistant glitter. Kind of give them that glittery effect as they're sauntering through the water.
Aye, that's all right, like, because you can get pollock in that down at St Arb's Head and Eyemouth and all that.
I could find out exactly where in Eyemouth, because my friend fishes for them down there.
Aye, we'll talk. Aye, if you can private message me that, buddy, that would be absolutely fantastic, because I know there's a pollock ground just along to the harbour at the Rocks.
Yeah.
So I'm going to, because obviously I want to try doing that way for like some flounder and all that as well. But is it? Oh wait, no. What date are we on? What the hell is it? 21st. On the 2nd or the 3rd of May, I'm heading down to Torness Power Station for some bass fishing.
All right.
So I'm going to get a chance to use it.
Get yourself a bubble float. Just get yourself a bubble float and a 10-foot trace, or just adjust it. You put your line through the eye, then through the bubble with rubber stoppers, then through the other eye. That makes it a slider. And just put a trace and get yourself sand eels.
Aye, and just let them float about.
And just cast it into the flow of water and let it go. It'll find its own way into the sort of calmer water. Sand eel, that's one of the best you'll get.
Well, good thing I've got a big bulk bag in the fucking freezer, so aye, I think I've got about 40 in the freezer still.
We used to do it years ago. We used to get the half-tide back at Tangleha.
Right, do you take the beak of the sand eel off?
Eh?
Do you cut the beak of the sand eel off? Or
No.
just leave it as a full sand eel?
Leave it as a whole sand eel. Just put the mouth, the hook through the mouth.
Aye.
And up out the back, about half roads down.
Aye, hook it back to front, basically.
Yeah, want the hook coming at the top.
Right, soon I'll get some of that, and I've managed to get some Sakuma Manta 2.0 sharp hooks. So
don't be afraid to go
bigger
bigger for bass, because bass have got big mouths. They're like bloody cod.
Aye, no, I've got 5 O's and all that there too, you know what I mean? So got 4 O's, 5 O's, 3 O's, 2 O's, 1 O's, match size 4s, all the way up to 10. So aye, got a fair we've got wacky hooks like. We've got Kawasaki hooks, Sakura Manta, what other ones?
That's what I tend to use. I use Manta, Sakuma Manta extras for all my fishing. You'll not get a sharper hook.
No, aye. I've found that with these 2.0 ones that I just got. You know what I mean? So I'll go back on Monday tomorrow and I'll order another couple of packets because honestly I like the quality of them as well.
They're getting bloody expensive now. When I started using the Sakuma Mantas for 7 O's for 100, you were 13 quid. For 7 O's 100 now, I think you're near 50 quid.
Aye, it's mental. Like, I use eBay anyway. eBay's my friend for that because I can pick up packs of 25 for like £5.50 and that, so it's no too bad. Yeah,
I've tried all sorts of hooks. I tried Koiki. Now they're what would they be? A tenth of the price of the Manta extras, but they're just no sharp. Aye,
I've found that other makes in that the Kawasaki ones that I'm using as well for my scratching rigs.
They wonder
but they bend out easy.
Aye, yeah, or snap.
Aye, the snap or bend easy if you get caught on like the weed and all that. So I only sort of use them for the clean ground.
Clean ground, you can't be just a wire Aberdeen kind if you're fishing for flies and that.
I've got, in fact, that's what they are, wire Aberdeen hooks that I've got.
You don't need expensive hooks on clean ground. For
no,
and stuff like that.
No, definitely.
You're not going to catch it and it's going to bend out a hook. It's not like we're getting £30 turbot.
Fucking wish, by the way.
I know. How you doing, Stranded? You alright, buddy? I've got thousands of Aberdeen hooks there. Must have about 5,000 hooks.
Aye.
When are you next out?
I'll next be out over the next few days, maybe. But I need to find a new mark now because the mark that I was at just wasn't producing at all, and it's a right nice muddy, sandy, bottom.
Mm-hmm.
And there is some weed in that about, and it's like shingly, quite shingly as well, like your sandbar bit and everything. But I found fishing the spot that I've been fishing at the bridges is not producing nothing.
I'm not sure. I think the flounder are maybe spawning just now.
Well, I was hearing that the flounder and the place were coming back in because they were just coming back in from spawning.
Well, it could be. It could be. I know this the spawn later and what the cod do.
Aye. It'll be nice for the summer cod one too.
You get some nice summer cod out of Eyemouth.
Aye, definitely. You get much summer cod up in like Arbroath and that?
You used to. You used to get loads. And
Aye.
some good fish. In the kelp, 10 ponders regular, but I've not done it for, Jesus, 20 years. I just don't have time. I work too much.
Aye, I think you worth a look, mate. No, because I'm thinking maybe like a day or come up for a day or two up to Arbroath and fucking fish at the cliffs and that and just try and find different marks.
Auchmithie's a good place for the summer cod.
I've done Auchmithie once. Jesus, it was fucking freezing though. I think that was back in January I did that.
How was your evening last night, Dagmar? Did you have a good time with your friends, your visitors? Aye, Auchmithie's nice. It's snaggy. You're better just using plain 4-ounce leads, pelting out a peeler crab, and just admit the fact you're going to lose your lead.
Aye, I use rotten bottoms, when I'm up there.
You fish off the point of the old harbour, or you can go away to the left, or you can actually go away to the right, and get yourself cut off. Hey Scott, buddy, how you doing, man? Grant's put his cell off again. How you doing, man, Castlers? Matt? Castlers fishing. What do you fish for, Matt? Down where you are in Wales, bass. Big bass country. Aye, it's some of the special water. Paracetamol and water this morning. Did you boot yourself off, Grant? I'll just get it, Grant. Bass, cod, hounds, they're all there now, rays. What's your biggest bass, Matt?
Retard, I am.
That's alright, man. I do it myself.
I pushed back on it by accident, man. Jeez whiz. I'll just remember not to hit that button. Casters, bro, how we doing?
Hit the cross at your top right. Can
I'll hit the cross at the top right, because I managed to get chat up now, so all good.
bream. Can't beat black bream. We don't get black bream up here. Lovely eating fish.
I tell you, that's just a down south fish, by the way.
I've never known any get caught up this way. But they're absolutely lovely to eat. My pal brought us some up. They weren't big, maybe 2.5 pound, but lovely eating. 6 pound, 7 ounce. That's still a nice bass, Matt. We get them up here. I don't really target them because I just don't have time. We didn't get them in the same numbers as you do down south. I follow a lad called Sean Dukes. He catches some nice bass. He's, I don't know where he is in Wales, but he's somewhere in Wales, goes out in the boat.
See, the East Coast is really quiet.
We don't get the same species, certainly not up here.
Aye, once you hit the border, you start getting a lot more species, by the way.
£9 4 bass. I had a friend here caught a £10 bass in Montrose. Oh, that would be easily 10 years ago. But I know what used to come out the salmon nets. When the poolers had the salmon nets down at Ousden, they used to get a box of bass a day, and there was some big bass, 14, 15 pounders, so they're there. And as every year goes by, there's getting more and more bass. And there's no nets now for the salmon, so these bass are in the waters. But nobody really targets them up here. It's the same as nobody targets the turbot.
Was there turbot up that way?
Aye, I've seen turbot up to £3-4. There was a skate. My pals had a couple of skate. There was one caught off the cliffs. I can't mind, a few years back. And my pals had a couple of skate over the last few years off his boat, but only out 50 yards off the beach, like.
Aye.
Out for a boat fish for turbot. We don't really get a lot of
coming up fucking trying for a few different species that like you might not actually find on the East Coast, just to see if they'll be about there in the cliff area or whatever.
Aye. Even out in the boat here, Grant, you can go out 2 miles and it's mostly dabs and flounder.
Aye, you need to let me know the next time you're going on your boat.
Aye, my boat's not going in, but I can use my pal's boat. I can use his boat in the time. The skate further north, you get them well over £200.
Aye, there's £200 skate just off the coast of Jura and all that as well.
Aye, down the southwest coast, you get some big skates, Strathy Point and that. Strathy Point's up north. But
aye, doing the SOJ and everything.
Down in the what the hell is it called? Oh, I can't mind. Down in the southwest of Scotland, where it borders on English waters.
You're talking about the Solway?
Solway, aye, yeah, that's it.
Aye, that's like loose Spain stuff.
And get big spurries and thornbacks as well.
Ken, I want to target some big fish this season, just to, you know what I mean?
See, 40 years ago up here, Grant, well, even up to 30 years ago, the water was full of spur dogs.
Aye.
They were a menace. There was just, the trawlers filled their nets with spur dogs up here. And they were just a pest. They were like bloody mackerel. And all of a sudden, the spurs and all that disappeared.
Aye, because all the spurs now seem to be west coast now.
You still get some further up north. In the deep water. But the thing that's making a big comeback now, aye, you're getting a lot of haddock up here now, close in.
I caught a nice haddock in Edinburgh, just at the end of the winter season there.
My pals fish out Fraserburgh or Peterhead or some of the wee local harbours up there. And they're only out 2 miles and they're catching 200 haddocks a day on the rod and line.
Yeah,
haddocks up to £4-5. You get the spurs off the boat in the summer. Yeah, we get a lot on the west coast here on the sea lochs. I just never have time to go and fish for them, to be honest. It's on my to-do list. Hopefully this summer I might get across for just drive over in the morning, fish all day, then drive back at night.
Well, it's easy enough done, Matty. It is, bro.
I think it would take me, from where I am, you're a wee bit closer than me, it would take me probably 4.5 hours.
How far from up? Well, obviously no locations, but how long does it take you to get to Arbroath from where you are?
Arbroath, about 40 minutes.
40 minutes to Arbroath, right, so you're about 3.5 hours for Lockett.
Yeah, Mark, Peterhead's, that's where the trawlermen, that's where are their boats, Peterhead or Fraserburgh. They're 15 miles apart, if that.
Aye.
There's no trawlers left in Scotland apart from Peterhead and Fraserburgh. There's the odd one here and there, but generally they're registered to Fraserburgh or Peterhead. When I was a young boy, Grant, you could walk across the trawlers in Arbroath Harbour from one side to the other.
That's mental.
It was hundreds of trawlers, and then all of a sudden they all got decommissioned.
Aye,
No,
but
I'm
then
not
all the
from-
species that were getting decimated with the trawlers, weren't they?
No, I'm not in Peterhead, Casters. I'm between Aberdeen and Dundee. Not far from Montrose. Right in the Cod Country for the winter fishing. It takes me about an hour and 20 minutes to drive up to Peterhead or Fraserburgh.
That's basically the same distance between me and you. Well, me and Arbroath.
Yeah, roughly, aye, yeah.
So that's a good distance, like.
You get some cracking bass up in Peterhead for the power station if the outflow's on. Much 20 minutes for Arbroath to here. That's when I'm running nitrous oxide much.
That's when you're being your pure rally driver, eh?
It's
What is
only
it?
family.
2 seconds, Matty.
My car's not to 60 in about a week. Much your wheelchair will go faster than my car.
So that was a bit of a bummer with my car, I know, mate. Give me what I mean.
Was that grunt?
I'm saying that was a bit of a bummer with my car as well.
Oh, mine's has just been. It cost nearly £1,000 for its MOT, and then 2 weeks ago it was. 2 weeks ago it was just short of £400 for a damn front wheel bearing.
Fuck's sake, mate. But
Because you've got the
I've got
wheel
corrosion. I've got corrosion in that on the back struts.
All right.
Can the sills and all that, so I need to get all that welded, but I know what I pay £300-400 for welding and all that. You know what I mean?
Well, the wheel bearing I had to put in, you don't just buy the bearing nowadays, it's attached to the hub. And the ABS sensor's attached to that, so you have to buy a multitude of parts just to fix one, you know. Casters, I'm hoping to go out fly fishing next weekend. Not everybody's thing. I've started to fly fishing the last 2 years. But sea fishing, I'm hoping to get out sometime next month. Once you get into May, you start getting some species coming back in. The cod tend to bugger off out to spawn in February. They stay out and feed up after spawning, and then they start coming back in a bit. Mitch done Arbroath to Blackpool in 4 hours. Was that on your electric wheelchair, Mitch? Turbocharged chair.
Fucking chair with nitros, you cunt.
I'm saying, you can just imagine Mitch with the fucking Biggles goggles on. Gun.
Oh,
Hi, TJ. How you doing, buddy, TJ?
all you see is fucking Mitch coming down the run. It's like, meow.
He's got the Roy Chubby brown checkered jacket on and the goggles.
Fucking a right on. With the pilot
like
hat.
Oh, you do the fly fishing, do you, Matt? I've just taken up. I wish I'd done it years ago. I'm quite enjoying it.
Hi,
I've done
TJ.
quite well. I was going to tie flies on a live stream, but I've never got into it yet.
Honestly, mate.
I don't know how many I've tied. There must have been 3 or 4. I don't know, thousands. I've tied thousands.
Aye, definitely, mate. You probably have.
I'll get my next bloody operation. I'll end up tying thousands again.
When's your next?
I hear you much shy. We'll get out in the boat.
Definitely. Just let me know and I'll get up.
Aye, yeah, I can boat. I mean, I'm not putting my boat in. It's pointless because I'm going to get surgery and then it's a pain in the ass trying to get it out with an arm and a sling. So I wouldn't manage. It's too heavy a boat.
That's neat.
I'll just do Matt, we should do a StreamYard fly tying, man. Some night if you wanted, and just do a StreamYard 2 of us on panel tying flies. That would be great.
That would actually be quite interesting to watch two older guys, near offence, like, but tying flies. Because he's no better. Yeah, I mean, older the fiddle, better the tune, mate, eh?
Got some shampoo and cream for him. Hope that clears it up. Chuck him in the sea, man. I swim in the salt water cures any dog's itch. Sorry, Caster, you're the one we fly fishing. Do you tie flies as well? I think Grant's referring to me. I'm old.
Oh, everybody's old. Fuck it. I'm a young one here. I'm the young one here, Casters.
Did I do it anymore? I'll do it some night. I'll just pop up live and do some fly tying. I'm the expert at it, but the catch fish. Only started tying flies less than a year ago.
You know, I've not tied a fly for many, many, many years now, and I'll say that for sure. Since I was about fucking 15-year-old or something.
Goodness, I bought some stuff, Grant. I bought a good vice, and I've got about 5 vices to be honest. And then I started buying just bits and bobs here and there, and I ended up I've spent $1,000. Again, I've spent about $3,000 on fly tying stuff, and then you look at some of the patterns, and you could spend another $3,000, and you still wouldn't have enough.
Exactly. Never ending.
Your dog doesn't like the sea. It's funny that my dog doesn't like going out when it's raining, but she'll jump in the fucking river. Muppet.
You don't find that weird about dogs?
Aye, she'll fart about and no want to go out when it's raining. Take her down the river, man, bush straight in. And you're like, really?
Yep.
Then she runs herself exhaustion and she'll find the wettest, dirtiest puddle and just bloody dive in it, man, and you're like, you little shit.
Right, and then roll about in the dirty mud and that.
Aye, they're just... The wee terrier, man, it's just a nut job. That German Shepherd, she's no bad. She doesn't stray far, but the terrier, she's just... She goes into hunt mode. She'll chase anything that moves, even a leaf. And you look at her, and she's got her wee grey eyebrows because she's getting old, and you think butter wouldn't melt in her mouth.
Still take your fingers off.
It's alright with humans, but anything that moves, man, she would just try and kill it. I mean, she's good with her dogs. I mean, she stands about a foot tall, man. She was quite a small terrier. And
Aye.
there was a Great Dane kept annoying her, and she gave it a warning, gave it a few growls. It kept sniffing about her backside, so she just grabbed it by the fucking throat. I thought, you little bastard, couldn't believe it, man. Your dog's the same in the rain. They just take the piss, man. Dogs just take the piss. They act all hard done by. You can, I don't want to go out in the rain, but you walk them and then they'll just jump in the river and you're like, really? My German Shepherd, man, she loves the shower. She's got a skin condition. We have to shampoo her quite regular. And she just going for a shower and she'll just doodle straight through and sit in the shower. Hi, Bigfoot, how you doing?
Dennis, hi.
So I'm hoping to go out fishing on the trout soon, and then get a day. I'll get a day with you on the rocks, Grant. I'll take you up north where there's pollock, some good wrasse. Wrasse give a good scratch.
I've got a nice couple of good sized wrasse at Anstruther in the summer.
Mm-hmm.
I've caught a good few nice ones there. I got a nice scrap after one and it went into the rocks, and it took a good couple of minutes to come back out the rock. I was like, you wee shit.
I know some good pollock ground where I used to fish with the boat, and it's accessible, but for me it'll take me about 2 hours to walk back up the hill. I'll be 3 steps, get my breath back because there's obviously my lung disease. I can't do fucking hiking. 7:30. You in the States, Dennis? Or Canada or somewhere about there?
I sit and watch a couple of streams late at night as well, Freaking He's absolutely brilliant, mate. He has the stream, the one that he covers people on that one. He's brilliant. Have you been in there?
Who is it?
Freaking.
Nah.
He's good.
Yeah, sure.
He's good. I met him through Masha.
All right, right.
Like, I didn't really speak in his chat or anything, but I do sit and watch him, and he's good. Honestly, yes, he's funny as well. It's the same with Nitro, which is one of his friends, eh? Oh, wow. See the two of them on panel? Brilliant.
Yeah, well, I was on Nitro Freaks, but I'm getting fed up with folks stalking, so I've just no been back on, like.
Aye.
I mean, he's no interest in Nitro, you know. The person I'm on about, and we've got about 15 Nitro cars, you know.
Aye.
He's just stalking channel, turned up on Ivy's channel and all that, so.
Aye, I know, mate.
Again, he's just trying to fucking piss people off in the background.
Are we on about the same person?
Aye, telling people to fucking stop it and all this crap, and then he's stalking us. It's like, get a grip of yourself, man. So I'm just staying on the channels that I frequent regular, you know, where he's no welcome.
That's exactly what I'm doing now. I'm just like, obviously we're having the burn and all that. I'm having a break and stuff, but I'm still getting out and all that fishing. But it's one of the ones I'm taking a break for it because I'm not want to be accused of something that we've not done.
I'm the same, man. Again, I'm the same.
Aye. Fucking nippy.
I mean, I come on YouTube for a laugh with my mates. I'm no interested in getting monetised. I couldn't care less. I work hard for my money, you know. I'm no interested in getting 2 pence an ad or whatever the hell it is. I'm not interested in
either, mate. I just want to do it just to have a wee, like, because obviously, what's the best way to put it? Without going into too much detail with me. I don't like being out much. And when I do go out, I want to be able to have my friends with me, even if they are just on this.
Aye, exactly.
You know what I mean? But you can't have your friends because you've got people accusing you of stalking and you're like, for fuck's sake, man, come on, get a grip now. We didn't even look at you.
You're right, casters, man. There's shite everywhere you go, man. You're blocked for most. We're quite a close-knit community, and we tend to bump into each other on the same streams, including yourself, casters, you know. We bump into each other all the time, but that's about as far as my viewing goes. I watch some other channels late at night because I don't sleep.
Like, I go into a couple of other channels late at night, well, you know Pork Chops, don't you?
Aye, yeah, he was on Nessie's last night.
He was on Nessie's, and then when he left Nessie's, he went on to because I've actually started watching the auditing community. I don't talk or anything in the auditing community, but I sit and listen, and it gives you a good insight to certain things.
I've been watching auditors for years, man.
They're great. And see the last on the panel, by the way. Oh, wow. Absolute brilliant. Like, I'll sit and watch Pork Chops, I'll sit and watch Guys. He's great. And then you've got Princess Angela. She's absolutely fantastic. I'm trying to think who else is there. You know what I mean? There's loads of them. Prank Audit and all that. They're all great bloody people. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But I just didn't talk in there. I don't talk in the chat because I wouldn't kind of first thing to say to anybody in the auditing community. But they're great to sit and watch.
Aye. Well, I've not really spoke to Porky yet, Ken. I went on his channel a couple of times, but I don't think he knows who I am, really, to be honest, like, you know. But I'm not fussed either way, like, I just pop in, say hello, drop a like, have a wee listen, and I disappear, you know. Mitch, you're not blocked for loads of channels.
Thank God. It's funny.
What's your biggest trout you've got, Matt, on the fly? I seen Pork Chops live yesterday.
I seen him live, or not. Paul, how do, bro?
Hi, Paul. How you doing, buddy? I watch The Nutter in the morning, 6 o'clock, when I get to work.
Oh, Nutter's brilliant, by the way.
He's a legend, man.
Oh, aye, definitely.
Aye, he's a good lad.
Well, I love half the things that they talk about, eh? The things that they do talk about, you're like, holy shit.
Yeah. Aye, you're all right, Paul. Helma, what's her name? Tenor lady will be following you in shortly. Now you're here. What's it called? Coco.
Coco Louise.
That's nice, Matt. £5.5 a good fish. I tend to fish through the winter. I fish over at the wee pond, a stocky pond, simply because it stays open all winter. But in the summer, I fish a natural loch. It gets stocked with some browns only, but it's got a good head of wild brown trout. I'm going to do some lives up there if I can go live, because it's up the hills. You don't get a bloody phone signal, so I might have to just do pre-recorded.
Yeah, that would be good.
There's no massive fish up in the hill loch. £1.5 roughly. No, up there. They're only up to about £1.5. There is fish in there up to £3-4 wild trout.
Aye.
But they're a little bit. You can.
Very hook shy.
You live 15 from the beach, Dennis. I'm up in northeast Scotland. I live 6 miles from the sea and 10 miles from the hills. So it's 10 a penny. I can either go trout fishing or fishing in the sea. But we catch the cod across here in winter. If you have a look on my videos, Dennis, you'll see the conditions we're fishing for the cod in the winter off the rocks. The rougher, the better. We're fishing pretty dangerous conditions.
Aye, 50-mile-an-hour winds and shit, bro.
Cape Fear River. What other species do you get in the rivers across there? Do you get the catfish as well, Dennis? My dog's sitting on my foot. Come on, Susie, have my foot. My fucking little dog, I was sits on my foot. What are you doing? You're mad. I clipped her nails this morning. They weren't the very best pleased.
Oh, if I try and clip any of my dog's nails, man, they try and take my hands off, eh? They're wee shit.
I just sit in the bastards. Bite me, I'll bite them back.
Nah, it's not like, well, Macaulay, Bella, she's 14, eh? And she hates her nails getting clipped, mate. She absolutely hates it.
Aye. It's more so now they're older, they're not walking the same again.
Aye.
The little one's never on grass. She's out on the bloody grass chasing or the mud through the fields. She's just like chasing stuff. But the big one's no running.
Nick and Mick, oi. Mitch, I'm thinking in the next few weeks, honestly, in the next few weeks, just let me get my new car first and get that set up for car camping, and then we're good to go.
How you doing, Nick? How's Mick today?
Mick will be being the sexy man that he always is, bro.
He's been but poorly. Bless him.
I know he's been poorly, so just try to big him up a wee bit, eh? The sexy man.
He never gets a break, man.
I know he doesn't. It's fucking a shame, man. It's an absolute shame.
Goodness, I mean, I'm not a football person, Grant, right? But I sat and watched the Aberdeen Celtic match yesterday. And I thought, do people actually pay to watch that pish?
When you go,
Wonder.
I'm on the phone. When you go, that's my wee lad. He's like, "What you doing? What you doing?"
Flounder, PB, I've stuck to this, the trout, mullet, sheephead, red drum, etc., etc. Aye, I do a lot of trout fishing, Dennis. I'm new to it. I've only done it a couple of years, but I did do it maybe 30 years ago. It just wasn't my thing then.
I will date before that, Mitch.
Shrimp and crabs too. I had crabs when I was 22. Itchy bastards.
I just caught on you.
Yeah. I didn't really. I just thought I would say it.
Oh, God.
We all
Honestly.
know somebody that's got crabs.
Oh, definitely, mate. Definitely.
Aye,
It's
we'll
one
let
of
it
them.
we'll let it get out, Grant, and we'll do a. If you go up in the summer, man, we'll make a deal and we'll do a day's fishing on the rocks. And you
Definitely, mate.
bin your car at my house, and I'll take you
Aye.
up north.
No worries. That's soon.
Mixed cooking, cottage pie. What time's tea at? If I leave now, I could be there for about 9 o'clock. Aye, Dennis, I like to eat my fish as well. I don't
Same
eat so
here.
much
I
trout.
quite like fish too.
I don't eat the trout. The trout up here tend to taste of mud because they're in muddy water, ponds, lochs. The trout up at the hill loch, they taste okay, but I don't kill them. I tend to put them back. Charcoal pie. Aye, be a bit crunchy, crackers. 5 to 6. Can't make it that quick. 2 seconds.
Is that blue catfish, Dennis?
Blues run hard. Some of the catfish they get in America, man, are fucking huge.
Aye, I know. I do watch Skipjack Sunday, and see some of the size of the catfish that sea catfish. Oh yeah.
I reckon that big one she got a month or so, 6 weeks ago, was about £70.
Wow.
Miniature tunas.
Chloe, you like my name?
Hi, Chloe, how you doing? I can't see what your name says. My eyesight's terrible.
It says the Glippity Glip.
Gloopity gloop. I'm
Well, the
McBeardy.
Glippy Glip. Sorry, Glippy Glip. Stephen, how we doing, bro?
I just put mine as McBeardy.
Aye, McBeardy. I just felt like putting the Glippy Glip for some reason.
Hi, Stephen, how you doing, buddy? Cheers for coming in, man.
Aye, legendary coming in, buddy.
Hey, Jimmy. There's Jimmy, bro. How you doing, Jimmy?
Jamie!
Come ride with me. I missed your live this morning. I must have missed it by seconds, man.
I sit and watch your videos as well, Jamie. That way, can extra watch hours, bro. But I like sitting watching them when I'm feeding the bear. It's brilliant.
I went on to Nessie's this morning, but the poor bugger had fallen asleep. She must have been on all night.
Aye, I think
I'm
so.
all right, Chloe. I've not been on a lot, Chloe. I've been hiding in the background. I've got a lot going on in my head. So I've been quiet. I've been quiet in the group chat. I've been quiet in general.
I know, mate. I know.
That's my first stream for about 3 weeks or 4 weeks? 3 weeks?
2 weeks.
Is it just 2 weeks?
Aye,
Oh, well.
aye, 2 weeks was the last live, so it's not too bad.
It should have been every Sunday and Tuesday, but you can if you keep the other half guessing.
Exactly, mate. You keep them all guessing when we're going to do it, because it's better when we just pop up like this as well, because then we can have a decent chat, find out what we've been up to, and just relax and enjoy it, mate, off the bat.
You all right, Glory? How are you doing? I'd be fine. It'd be fine if there's a heap of us out. We just if I drop a stream yard and we'll just pop up on the stream. 10 to 3 of us all fishing together.
Definitely, mate. It sounds like a good plan, like.
You should try and go up for a fly fish, Grant.
Now, if you've got a spare fly rod, I'll come up, mate.
I've got everything spare. You wouldn't need anything. I'll even buy your permit.
Nah, I'll get my own permit, mate. Then I'm go that.
I get it if I because I've got a season permit. I can get it cheaper.
Right, soon.
I get a day ticket. Get a day ticket cheaper.
Aye, we can do that, mate. That's not a problem. We can that.
We get to a session up on the fly and then go for a wee session on the rocks after it.
Yeah, that does sound like a good plan. Just you tell me when you're free for a day, and then I'll come up.
Me to bring it in with you. I'll give you the beach rods as well. Use all my gear. Just drive up in your car. Bring a can of Coke or something. That's all you need.
I'll still bring my own rod though. The sea fishing, no. You know what I mean?
Aye, that's no worries. That's fine.
Like buying that new reel as well. And I'm really quite happy with the quality of it and everything too. I like the way it casts.
You're worth fishing today, Dennis. It must be early there, man. Never dive fly. Never done fly fishing. Always the sea. Mitch, you would enjoy the fly fishing. Pierce a few ears and nipples and all that sort of stuff. Bag of Coke.
Nah.
Casters on a bag of Coke and doing zoomies.
Oh, Danny. Years and years ago, right? Now I'm going back maybe about 13 years ago, before I met my ex-wife and all that. I was sleeping on the streets, right? I'm not gonna lie, right? So, and one of my mates.
No, I've not seen that, Dennis.
Anyway, I'll tell you that one in private. Actually, it's not for really this.
Aye, send on a message.
Aye, man. Nah, I just realised that we were on this, and I'm like, oh no, I'm not talking about that on this.
Mitch, are you coming up on panel? Dennis, do you want to come up on panel? Andy, want to come up? Matt, you want to come up? You don't have to show your face. I'm just trying to terrorise you all by showing mine. I dig you a hoot.
I'm not showing mine because my hair's everywhere.
Fuck all wrong with that, bro. I've got bed head as well. I'm needing a haircut again, man. I just cut the fucker last Sunday. My beard grows like fuck.
I just never got the time in the morning to fucking sort the hair because obviously it's up, get the burn and all that fed, get the other two sorted out, and then it's by the time you look and you're like, oh god, it's like 12 o'clock. Jesus, I've been up since like 6. Madness, like.
This is watching a film. Casters is making home movies.
Meh. What's happening, doll?
All good, all good.
Good.
I can't see chat now.
Why?
Oh, there it is.
Are you throwing yourself off again, Marty?
I just booted myself off, man.
Oh, what have I done?
I don't worry, Casters. I will hide my face. It's one of the ones where it's like, nah. I'd look better with a fucking polybagu in my head.
Hi, Dennis, how you doing, buddy?
Getting old, man. Getting old. That's about it.
I'm the same, man. I'm the same.
Yeah, made some coffee this morning.
How's your weather been over there? Are you getting
Actually,
spring-like weather yet?
yeah, it's been great weather here lately, but yesterday evening it started raining. It's been raining ever since. So kind of crappy this weekend. Yeah, it was like 80, 87 yesterday, I think.
Shit. I'm not sure what ours is in centigrade or Fahrenheit, but we've had 6 centigrade. So it would be 32.0, so it would be about 38 or something we've been getting.
Yeah, pretty rough. I beat my ass on work.
And it's just non-stop fucking rain since November.
Yeah, we get seasons like that too. First year I moved down here, it rained for like a week straight every day, probably 10 times a day for about 20 minutes. Then it stopped. Then it was like sun come out and bake your ass. Then about an hour later, it'd do it again. It'd do it all
Aye,
damn day.
aye. That's how I've not really been out fishing much. The weather's just been atrocious. It's pretty hard to fly fish in a gale of wind. Chloe, what are you going on about?
The first day it was nice. I got sunburn out there because it was so close to the coast. It caused the shit to magnify. Was not prepared. It burnt me up.
So where are you out next fishing today?
Say again?
Are you out fishing today?
No, I hope to wet a hook at least. I want to go see if the bait's running. I always use natural bait. And that's usually how I tell whether it's time to go fishing or not. If the bait's not there, the fish ain't there.
True. It's the same up here.
You'll catch a lucky strike once in a while, but you got to follow that bait. But once the bait gets in, and when it gets in here, oh my God, we're talking millions and millions of mullet minnows. It'll be running past you for 5 minutes, one school. It's just crazy.
What's your mainstay of bait you use for your fishing?
Mullet minnows.
Sorry, I never heard that. My dog's barking.
If I'm not using mullet minnows, I'll use sand fiddlers or shrimp.
Shrimp. Do you get skipjacks where you are?
I could probably find them, but I'd have to go back inland somewhere because that's like a freshwater bait.
Right.
I mean, mullets, minnows, you gotta be real good at keeping them alive because I'll do that. Because like I get into fishing mode, it's like all week long. That's all I'm doing. I eat, sleep, and drink fishing. I mean, I have like went out on the pier and just stayed all night long. Be out there fishing all night long.
Yeah, I used to do that on the rocks here. We fish for the winter cod when it's a full-on storm. The seas are really rough. Used to sit and fish all night, come home, shower, and away to work. But alas, age has got me. I just can't last now. I've no stamina.
Oh yeah, there's some nice fish out there, man. People just don't know. A buddy of mine, he passed away about 5 years ago. Grant was the best fisherman I ever knew. He'd make Bill Dance look like a punk. He could like see through the water. I mean, before the line ever starts ticking, because it's a drag, he could tell he's getting ready to get a hit. And then he'd just like tell you to wait, let him take it now. And man, you'd have a fight on your hands. I mean, he was like the best tour fishing guide you could ever come across.
Yeah.
He trout fished. He went up the mountains trout fishing and shit. He was like an arrowhead hunter, you know, artifacts, Indian artifacts and stuff like that. He just had the knack of it. But he passed away.
My biggest trout up to date is about roughly £8. I've had brown trout, rainbow trout, tiger trout, and blue trout.
Yeah, that's what I usually catch in rainbow trouts up here. But
my biggest rainbow trout. Oh, sorry.
He caught a record on the flounder for like 16.5 pounds.
That's big.
Yeah, that's fucking huge. You know,
that's
like a little 5-pounder. That's a doormat. This is like a quadruple doormat.
It's like a car bonnet.
Yeah, he caught me a 5-pounder and we flayed it up. Man, I fed 6 people and put half of the fish in the freezer. That's how much fish it was off one fish.
My biggest cod here, the biggest cod I've had off the rocks is 14 pound too. It's on one of my videos with some of the fish that I've caught off the rocks.
Yeah.
My first cod season there, I caught a 7.5 pound cod for my first cod season, so I think that's pretty good for the first one I done.
Yeah.
That is because the fishing's been poor the last couple of years.
Aye,
Yeah.
that was Hamstruther as well.
Around
Onto the
here,
clean ground.
Around here, I was surprised the fishing's so good. There's such a variety of fish here, and the sizes vary too. Like red drums, they got limits on them. The size you can't, if they're under like
Always quite a
18,
quad piece.
you can't keep them. It's like only like 18 to I want to say like 35 inches. You can keep them, but outside of that, you got to let them go. Now, when you pull in a damn fish that weighs 35 pounds, you have pulled in a monster. Especially when it comes to a red drum, their scales will stick as your damn thumbnail.
I'll hit a Google what a red drum is.
They are huge.
I can't picture it.
Yeah. You won't just toss them back by yourself. It takes some help.
Aye. I remember watching videos on some of these groupers. They were using a whole chicken for bait.
Yeah. That red drum's big enough you can stick your whole fist in his mouth, no problem.
All right.
Madness. Right, I'm going to jump in the new, Matty. I'm going to go and give Kelly a wee hand in that, buddy. But aye, I'll stay in chat anyway.
No worries, Grant. No worries.
No worries, buddy. No worries. It was nice to meet you, Dennis.
Nice meeting
Take
you.
it easy, bud. You take it easy. Right, bye, guys. Bye, bye, bye.
See you later, man. Aye, fishing's my big thing, Dennis. Fishing, photography. I do some amateur photography.
Yeah, I'm getting into that myself a little bit because I got a lot of stuff like nature, and I'm at the beach too, so I'm gonna go down and run some. I'm gonna call them booty shots.
Yeah. Well, I've got a nice DSLR camera, and we've got some drones. Got some good quality drones. We fly the drones and get some aerial footage.
Yeah, I got a drone. I gotta get good at it. It's X5C17 or something like that. I can't even fly to some bit yet.
We've got the DJI Mavic Air 2, the DJI Mini 3 Pro, the DJI Mini 2 Pro.
Yeah, but here we gotta get a permit before we can fly them.
We're the same here. You have to do an operator license and a flyer ID. It's not expensive. It's just an online course.
Yeah, I gotta do that then. I gotta get to work and fly the damn thing. I got a helicopter. It ain't got a camera. Probably take the camera off the thing, put it on the helicopter.
I've always fancied a helicopter, but I just know it would end in disaster.
Yeah, I gotta fix the rotor on that one. It landed hard. Disconnected it or something.
If I had a helicopter, I'm afraid it would be a maiden voyage and it would be the end. It would just crash.
Yeah, the drone I got's a used one, so it's a little beat up. But it still flies. Everything's great with it. Just the other guy, he had problems learning it, and so we're both old guys. It's hard to teach old guys new tricks. Old dogs new tricks, really.
What drone did you have, Matt? It flew away.
Say that again.
Oh, it's a boy Matt in the chat here, a DJI drone, and it just flew away.
Oh yeah. There's a lot of them down here that got drones. Tons of them. There's lots and lots of rich folks around here got rich toys. Fast cars. We got the damn Maseratis, the Bugattis, the Lambos. I mean, I was surprised they had a Porsche and a Lambo dealer here in this city.
Well, we're quite close to Aberdeen, the oil capital of the UK. And there's plenty of money up in Aberdeen. All the boys that work in the oil.
Yeah, we got all this beach.
Boy, I'll do a helicopter.
That's what they flock to here. Makes expensive living.
What's the cost of your gas across there,
Gas is not too bad. We're close to one of those big ass storage plants at a port. We got a big ass seaport here, so it's like 3.33 right now, I think, for regular gas, which is pretty
So for a
decent.
gallon,
Yeah, it's per gallon.
we're probably eight UK pounds a gallon.
Yeah, that sounds about right. Because over in California, it's like $5, $6, maybe $7 a gallon in some places. It's outrageous. Everything's more expensive
St-
over there.
Strange how the price can vary.
Oh yeah, it's about supply and demand, and your local governments around here. They're not as tight on as they used to be, but they used to get real tight on people gouging prices. They still do it. It's like during the week there'll be like one price for gas, but get towards the weekend, gas goes start ticking up, couple pennies, couple pennies, couple pennies, until it's 10 cents higher than it was last Monday, and then Tuesday it drops back down, couple pennies, then goes through the week like it's like a damn wave cycle. You just see them doing it. It's crazy.
Aye. Price fixing, man. It's ripping off the general working man. Chloe's laughing. What are you laughing at, Chloe?
It's like cigarette. I don't know if you smoke or not. I do, but up in like New York City, a pack of cigarettes costs you $18. Down here, it's like $8.
$18. Bloody hell, man. I don't
Yeah.
smoke. I've stopped smoking 7 years ago because I've got lung disease, but I use my wee pipe. A packet of cigarettes here, I'm not just awfully sure, maybe £15.
It's crazy. When I moved down here, there was like $3, and that was like say 15 years ago. So they done went up to $8 now. They're going up between 50 cents and $1 a year.
Yeah, I mean we've got remote control gas cars and also nitro cars. The nitro fuel's £50 a gallon.
Yeah, it's crazy. That
So
is
yeah,
crazy. They
I'll have
charge more.
to. Sorry,
I'm
I'll
sorry.
have to go back on the chat and I'll have to sub to you. Have you got content on your channel, Dennis?
Yeah. I got a little bit. I got 2 or 3 lives I've done since I went back to work. I've not put up many lives, but I'm want to do one today, but it looks like it's gonna rain me out. But I
Yeah,
want to go
well,
down and get some beach shots. But yeah, I do lives. I got some art that I've displayed. I paint, and
all right,
I do
nice.
art. And I got a couple pictures
Yeah,
of my dog.
I'll go back to chat after I finish my live and I'll sub you. And
Cool,
then I'll give you a spanner. I can't do it on the live on StreamYard.
Yeah, I was
I'll,
gonna do more live, but I usually go live with Freaking every weekend. And when he goes,
right.
we got like a little deal where I go help him on his channel. He's in the chat or on the panel. But it's cool.
It's nice. It's nice to meet friends across the world,
Yeah, we had a guy. I don't know if you was into it or not, but we had a guy we was gonna run like a series on, I guess you would call it, of like he's an e-beggar. But
Right.
this dude is buck ass crazy. So we decided to back off of him because he is just too damn crazy. He should not even be on the streets. That's how crazy he is. Threatening to shoot people and hurt people and shit. Assault on female, and still didn't get no charges because he's either connected somehow to somebody who didn't lock him up, or it's just the rapid insanity of the damn people in charge. I mean, that dude.
Mhm.
I've served time. I would put it on nobody who don't deserve it, but some people do not deserve to be in public. And
Yeah,
this dude
I
is.
get that.
I mean, he threatened to put a gun in this woman's mouth, and there's a recording of it. And I mean, it just went on and on and on. This dude's just a piece of crap. At first, we thought it was funny because the motif of it is he says he's Batman and that he's the chosen one and that he's better than everybody. He's a billionaire and yet he's begging for donos and shit. It's insane.
Yeah. No, my theory in life is nobody's better than anybody. It doesn't matter where you come from. It doesn't matter the colour of your skin. I'll talk to anybody if they're decent. I give respect. You don't earn respect from me. I give it until somebody takes the piss, you know?
Yeah, well, it's like that respect thing. A lot of people think, they come off saying, well, you got to earn your respect. Well, first of all, one way of earning respect is by giving it,
Yep,
you know,
exactly.
being cordial to total strangers. I mean, you don't just blast a total stranger out of the blue for nothing,
Yeah,
but
that's
many
true.
people do. Many people look at someone and gauge them, like how they look or what they're driving or what color they are and shit like that, and they gauge them. And while you should gauge people to a certain level, to like self-preservation, don't be naive.
Yep,
But you can go around gauging somebody just because of how they look, because anybody can look like anything. Anybody could have a bad day, any bad moment, or a bad time.
correct.
Just because I'm down today don't mean I'll be down tomorrow. You
That's
know,
so true. So true, man.
and
So true. I mean, where we live, or where I live, there's not. When I grew up, there wasn't many coloured or black people. Um, there really wasn't. When I was at school, there was maybe 2 black kids in the school, in the secondary school. But now, there's a lot more sort of immigration taking place, and it doesn't faze me in the slightest. If you're a nice person, you're a nice person. It doesn't matter what colour your skin is. We got a lot
yeah,
of influx from Europe, Estonians, Russians, Ukrainians, you name it, they come across and they work hard and they pay their taxes.
yeah. A person's color, their race, their creed has nothing to do with who they are.
No, exactly,
But
exactly.
beyond their control. The idea
I mean,
of hating someone, their
I've got
skin
quite a
color.
few foreign friends.
Yeah, my daughter's married interracially. I have interracial grandchildren, so I'd be cutting my own throat if I was racist. I wouldn't have no grandchildren.
Yeah,
But
no, there's no place. There's no place for it now. No place for it.
well, as long as they want to control us, it's always going to be there. They use it to divide and conquer. Pitting each other against each other is what they've always done. And that's what they've done for hundreds, probably thousands of years.
I mean, here in Scotland, there's still this big division between Catholic and Protestant.
Yeah, I don't even want to touch that one, but I understand.
It's shocking. Like, it should have died out with my generation, but there's still the hardcore. I don't like talking about religion on my channel, but yeah, there's still
Yeah,
shit takes place in the world.
yeah, they're pretty hardcore. They do some violence, don't they? They visit violence upon each other, don't they?
Yeah,
Yeah, I can't see anybody as like going to God and coming back dealing violence. That's just, back in the day in biblical times, it was understood why they did what they did. And that's why the Bible's written the way it is. But today, we're not in biblical times. You the Bible's for the work of God, and the law books are for the work of men. Even God tells you deliver unto Caesar what is Caesar's. That means you got to stay under the rules that you live under.
yeah.
So it's crazy. People don't think about shit the way they should. There's no education on it. It's like this here in the United States. There's no schooling for how to raise your family, how to uh, treat and love your family and your children, shit like that. They don't teach you that, and you would think they wouldn't have to. But if you look at society today, I would say yes, you need to. Bad. Uh,
Yeah.
it's insane. It's like they're built for debauchery now. With Hollywood and sports. It's just all corrupt as shit, man. All selling out.
Well, I read a book once. It was called "How the Corporates Rule the World," like the Rothschilds and all these multi-billionaires.
The Soros and Rockefellers. Yeah.
Yeah. It's the corporates, they run the world. No presidents, no prime ministers, no kings, no queens. The corporates run the world.
Yep. Well, I mean, the kings and queens are part of those.
Oh yeah.
Like the queen, she was like the richest woman ever. When she passed, she was like the richest woman ever. That's just insane. Having all that
Yes,
money.
Chloe. I read a book, Chloe. A book.
Having more money than you can spend and not doing any good with it. That's just crazy. 'Cause I believe, for my religion, that we're here to serve each other and take care of each other. Help each other grow.
Yep.
Not feed off each other, victimize each other. Because the sun don't shine on the same dog's ass every day.
Correct, man. So how far are you from your nearest water that you'll fish? 6 miles.
Yeah, it's probably like 10. I'm
10.
up near Wilmington. Yeah, nearest one would be like Carolina Beach. I mean, I could get to the river closer, but I don't fish on the river up in the city. I get near the beach where it comes out on the boat landings and all that stuff. I don't like getting on boats unless I'm in charge, and I don't.
Right.
So.
I've got 2 boats, 2 small boats, 20 footers, and I was part of an angling club before I bought my boats. I bought my first boat 20 years ago, and I was at sea when I was a young man on the trawlers, and I never ever felt comfortable with anybody else being in control of the boat. Once I got my own boat, I was fine.
Yeah, I was good with the sea when I was a kid because we used to live in Newport News, Virginia, up there at the shipyard. And Dad worked for the shipyard and shit, and we go fishing all the time. And he'd come home with damn channel catfish and blues. It'd be bigger than I was, and I was like 7 years old. And it'd
Yeah.
be like 4 and 5 foot long. This huge catfish. He'd catch like 10, 15 of them.
Mm-hmm. Hi, Mark. How you doing, buddy?
He had a 17-foot inboard outboard boat, and he caught a fish one time about sunk that boat. It was probably a shark. It was tied to a buoy. It was pulling the boat, the buoy, everything around. And then it turned around. The boat couldn't switch fast enough, and it just started standing the boat up. It was tied to the bow, and he flipped backwards. Back there, the transom was starting to flood. If he hadn't hit that rope with the damn knife, it'd have sunk. Bunch of old guys in the boat with my dad.
Must have been a big fish, man.
It was.
Hi, Mark.
It was. No doubt.
Hey, Rich. How you doing, bro? Yeah, Mark, I'm good. How about you? Hi, Ivy. How you doing?
But when they came out with Jaws, that's when I quit going in the beach for a long time. I was 7 when Jaws came out.
That's an old film, that. Funnily enough, it was on the TV here about 6 weeks ago.
There's fish out there that big. People don't think so. They're crazy.
I don't think we even know. We don't even know what's in the ocean.
No, we know more about what's in damn the jungles than we do the oceans. We don't know shit about the jungles. There's so much on this planet we don't know. It's ridiculous. I'm a firm believer that they're lying to us from ancient times. I believe that they know about these ancient civilizations, these ancient records and stuff. They have them. They're just not sharing them. Like the Vatican, they got all that information in the Vatican. They took all the codices from the Aztecs and shit like that, and they got them in the Vatican. They're just not letting nobody see them.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Chloe, the Titanic is in the ocean. What ocean's it in? You have to tell me. You read lots of books.
I'm pretty sure it's Atlantic, ain't it?
Yeah, it's Atlantic. Where I stay, we've got the shallowest sea in the world or one of the shallowest seas, but it's also one of the roughest.
Yeah, I don't trust the sea. It's too much water.
I love the sea. I love the sea. I've always loved the sea. I mean, if you look at some of my videos on my channel, you'll see the conditions with fish. And I'll be standing half a mile out on the rock ends at low tide in a huge, huge sea fishing.
We got some spots up here like that. A little rock wall goes out into the bay where they use I don't know why they put it out there, but it keeps it's real shallow in that side of the bay anyway. I guess they put it there to keep boats from going in there and getting grounded.
Yeah.
But it's weird. It's like a
I mean,
rock wall.
I'm not scared of the sea, but I respect it.
Yeah, I was fishing one night on a pier by myself about 3 o'clock in the morning, and I heard something splash in the water behind me, and it sounded like someone had dropped a damn car in the water. Bloosh. I turned around and looked back, and there's a circle back there right behind me. That whatever it was freaking huge. Probably like a manta ray or something. Jumped out and jumped back in, but it scared the ever living shit out of me.
They're like bloody vans, aren't they, manta rays? They're big.
I had one hit my rod once over there at the damn boat landing. I just had it baited up with mullet, just sticking it out there. It hit it so fast. It was an ugly stick, which is a pretty strong rod. It bent it like a U and snapped the line. I mean, if I hadn't been looking at it, I wouldn't have noticed it. I just had an empty line. It just like, meow, whack. Like a damn bus drove by underneath the water and took it.
We tend to fish braided lines over across here now. 100-pound braided lines.
Yeah, I don't like fishing heavy tackle. It takes away from the finesse of it. Yeah, a lot of people don't really understand what your drag is for, and that's what it's for. It's for giving that fish enough line to wear him out.
The ground we fish here is just solid rock. So we tend to have to fish the heavier duty line for abrasion.
Yeah.
And if we were to go down to 15-pound monofilament, it would just snap every time.
Yeah, that's about what I run, 10, 15 pounds. But then again, I keep them up off the rocks, and I usually fish on the beach, or the other place I like to fish is around my boat docks and stuff. That's pretty good. But they keep it pretty clean around here. They dredge out that one section about every year for every 2 years.
Yeah.
But I have caught lounge chairs in the ocean. You can pull out anything out of that damn river.
Well, it's the same here. You get shopping trolleys, push bikes.
Yeah.
As a nation, we're quite a filthy nation. People chuck everything in the sea.
Then you got the idiots who drive out on the beach, get stuck. They drive out in the surf and shit like idiots. We get a couple of them every year.
We get that here. People launching boats on the sand. They launch their boat and then their car gets stuck. The tide's coming in and that's it. Car gone.
Oh yeah. Out here they monetize all that shit. They charge you like $40 to go out on the beach in a car or truck. Yeah, ridiculous. It used to be like $10, $15, and now it's like $40.
Well, I'll be doing some lives with the fly fishing very soon. Once this weather eventually breaks, it's lighter at night, so I can get out trout fishing in the evenings after work.
Yeah, I'd like doing like nighttime fishing too. There's some weird shit around here. You're probably gonna think I'm crazy, but I had the damn unidentified object buzz me one night while I was fishing. That freaked me out. So I don't like going by myself no much anymore. You ever had anything like that happen?
I had not so much on the beach here. You get the foxes and you get the otters. Now and again, you'll get some of the deer that come down the beach to eat the seaweed to get the minerals out the seaweed.
Oh yeah, we got coyotes and foxes, and they even have one small black bear around here, and it's crazy because this is where I was an island, so it had to swim there to get there. One bridge on, ferry off the other end, so it's like 2 ways off, either by the bridge or the ferry, and then they had to swim across the Cape Fear River to get there. So it's crazy. But now I was talking about UFOs, white lights, globes in the sky and shit. I had one of those buzzing
No.
one night fishing. Just
The
sat
only
there
thing
looking
I've
at
really seen was we've seen a large meteor come down and hit into the sea, but then we could have been 20 miles out.
Yeah, like I said, people probably think I'm crazy when they hear that, but yeah, I've seen them 1, 2, 3 times since I've been here. We have a nuclear power plant. We have military bases all around us. This is like one of the largest ammo dumps on the East Coast. It's right up the street. So that's like, UFO activity. There's something there. I don't know what it is. I ain't saying it's aliens. Could be people flying that shit. I know what I saw.
Yeah. I mean, I don't think it's crazy. I mean, I've never experienced anything like that, but I think I'd be naive to think that there wasn't life forms out there.
Oh yeah, I might have to mute you for a second, but you can keep talking.
That's okay. No problem. How about you, Ivy? Mark, how are you doing, buddy? You all right? I'm all right, Ivy. I came off I can't remember if it was your channel or Rich's stream. A certain person came in and I just left to save any grief. That was a week or so ago.
Hi, Ivy.
One of my things, I tend to ignore my chat when I'm on a live stream.
Yeah, I haven't done the StreamYard section of it yet. I just do the YouTube live, so that's pretty much what I use to build my content on it while I'm talking to people, just interacting with the chat. But basically, the underlying purpose of my channel is I want to help other channels grow and innovate their channels, get people to come. That's kind of sort of what Freakin's doing. He just got a more aggressive end to it. He's after e-beggars right now. But he doesn't just go after them. He offers them helpful advice, like Kelly Caldwell. I don't know if you know who he is, but they've been dealing with him for years, trying to help him build his channel and give him good ideas to go out and make content. But he don't want to do that. He just wants to sit there in his kitchen and get super chatted for nothing, drinking coffee in his kitchen. I think that's super chat. Then he had people super chat him to go places, and then he got the money, and then he said, "I don't have to go." So that pissed everybody off, and now they up his ass.
Yeah. I mean, I've not got a lot of content on mine, but I'm quite a new channel. But once I start getting out fishing, I'll be out fishing at least once a week. And I'll do it. If I can't live stream it, I'll just do recorded videos. Where I fish, it's up in the hills. You tend not to get very good mobile phone signal or internet signal.
Yeah, I've got to get a little more polished with my skills on the phone. That's what I'm working with, the phone. gonna get me a laptop eventually, but I just ain't set up to do it right now.
Yeah, I always use my phone. I've got a laptop sitting there and I've got a computer, but I wasn't brought up with computers. I'm not very computer literate, let's say.
Yeah, I'm the same way. I'm the same way. I hate anything new because you have to learn 1,000 things just to get one.
It's like doing a StreamYard. I mean, it took me long enough to figure out how to post my link for people to come up on panel.
Yeah, I'm gonna be the same way. And I've got lots of people trying to help me. Just figuring it out. But it's fun. I mean, I've had a ball. I had no idea it would be this much fun.
Yeah. Well, I'll look forward. I'll look for your lives. Like I say, as soon as I come off of here, I'll hit you with a sub, and I'll hit the notification bell, and then we'll keep in contact, buddy.
Yeah, cool bean, cool bean. Like I said, I'm a live junkie. That's how I meet most of the people that I interact with on here through live. They throw a live, and I'll come sit in the chat, and I'll get in the panel too. You know, like I said, people. I don't like being judged. You know, but everybody does it. The only thing I'd say is get to know me before you judge me. Yeah, that's about it.
Yeah, I'm the same. Exactly the same. I take everybody as I see them. You know, I'll invite anybody up on panel, have a chat, have a laugh.
Yeah, we're here together. Take care, and look. You know, it's hard to put it into words, but it's more to it than just living. You know,
Yeah.
there's a purpose to it, and taking care of each other is a large part of that purpose.
Yeah, exactly. Hi, Beth. How you doing?
You know, because people can't survive alone. They've already proved that with solitary confinement. People go nuts. So we need social interaction. They need courses in school that teach social interaction.
Yeah.
Call it something like objective conversations. You know, get something out of the conversation.
I think it's just good to meet friends across the globe. You know.
Yeah, and I'm not you know, I'm politically minded, but I'm not anti-minded, meaning that I don't discriminate just because we don't have the same political views. Because I want to hear the other side's argument in case I am wrong. I have been wrong. It don't happen often, but I have been wrong. So just checks and balances. I want to hear the other side's argument. Because usually their arguments shit.
Yeah.
You know, you can't argue based on your feelings.
No.
Yeah, just because you
No,
feel
I'm a
something.
firm believer. Each to their own. You know, who am I to criticise one man's belief?
Yeah, I tell people real quick, you're supposed to judge to protect yourself and your family, but unless you are a judge, your job is not full-time judging people.
Exactly.
You know, I would not want to be a judge, you know, because nobody's circumstances are just plain out and simple. There's usually some mitigating factor somewhere in the pile. You know, maybe they were abused as a child, or they didn't have a father figure growing up, or they had some evil person raising them. You know, it's never just like out of the blue someone goes nuts and just does stupid shit. There's usually a history to it, a reason behind it, that justification, but still,
Yeah.
you know,
Beth, here's my doggy. Beth.
Environment does play a role. They've proven that. You can take good people and put them in bad environments and they turn bad. Take bad people, put them in good environments and they turn good.
Yeah.
So it plays a role. People say it don't. It's just crazy. But
Yeah, they do that across here. They do social integration.
It's not
They
an
try and
excuse.
disperse sort of the way it was. All the sort of rowdy families were housed in the same sort of schemes. Now they sort of split them up and they put them into sort of more affluent areas. There's the other one, Beth.
That's just like all the immigration. A lot of people don't see it for what it truly is. It's the established government ushering these people in to replace their current constituents, to water down the voting pool. You know, because a lot of people think more people vote, the better it is. That's actually not true. Because when you got more people voting, you have more uninformed, unintelligent people voting on topics they know shit about. You know, if you're gonna
But
be
you
someone
do
who votes, you need to get in there, do your investigation. Don't be led around by the nose. Find out the answers for yourself. Don't listen to some jackass on the TV. You know, we need to focus on local elections too.
It's a big year for you in America.
Yeah, it's gonna be hellacious this year. I'm wondering what they're gonna try to pull. They're already trying every damn thing in the book to stop Trump now.
We've got our general election later this year as well, so there'll be a big change here.
Yeah, and then you got them wars going on. It's like Ukraine and Russia. And no existence would Ukraine ever beat Russia. Anybody who thinks that Ukraine can beat Russia is just stupid.
See, America's just signed $51.6 billion.
Yeah, 61.8 billion, I think.
Is it?
Yeah, I think this morning.
That's a hell of a money.
I know what they're doing is they're sending it over. Zelensky's taking his cut, and they're shipping it back to the DNC, man. That's my point of belief, that they're funding the DNC, because the DNC is just rampant with them corruption, nepotism, elitism, you know, rules for me, rules for thee, not for me type shit.
Yeah. There's too much war in this world, man. Too much.
And too much lying. That's just like Donald Trump. He got us out of 2 wars. Biden has put us in another one.
I mean, I don't know much about American politics, but I do know that he's almost past he is past his best, you know.
He was past his best probably 30 years ago.
Yep, I don't know how he was ever elected as president of the USA.
Well, it's about the establishment that's there, the same ones that go to all the schools together. I mean, if you look back through history, you'll see that all of these assholes went to the same schools, and they done proved they're all related except for Trump. All the presidents in the United States were related except for Trump. That is a fact.
Mm-hmm.
Now think about that. Every president related? You don't think there's something kinky going on there? Even Obama was related to George W. Bush. They're 8th cousins.
Yeah.
You know, and they'll bend every rule. That's like the COVID. That's how they got that shit went down last time. They made it to where everybody had mail-in ballots. You know, and you had people running around talking about, well, I voted 6 times. And they talk about there were no irregularities. Oh, shit. And they say, well, the cases got thrown out of court. In case it wasn't heard on the merits of the case, they was thrown out for technicalities. Shit. That's the reason they put them technicalities in there. It's not the benefit of people, it's the benefit to people who want to control. It's a crooked ass system because all your judges used to be lawyers. All your lawyers go to the same schools, they're in the same club, same cliques. You know, I've done some time. When I caught my time, I'm sorry. When I caught my time, my lawyer told me if I had a certain amount of cash, I could have got off with 2 years suspended. But I didn't have the cash, so I didn't get off 2 years suspended. And I asked him straight out how it was, and he's like, "Well, judge gets this, I get that, and DA gets this." I believe him. You know, why would he lie? And he told me that because I told him the truth about what I had done. Yeah, they're all buddy. You know, that the tricks lawyers know is like what judge to get you in front of for what charge. You know, how to game the system and get you continuances until you get it right in front of the right judge, their judge. You know, that's how that shit works. If you don't think so, you're naive. You think it's
The
a
same in
fair
this
judge.
country. The same in this country. You know, you've got the Freemasons. If you're a Freemason, you pretty much get away with whatever. You know.
Yeah. Everybody thinks Freemasons are good, but ultimately they're worshiping Satan. I mean, there's several documentaries out there about the Freemasons and the founding of the United States, how the Washington D.C. is set up in a pentagram, and then you got the Washington Monument. That's an obelisk. That's a
Yeah.
homage to a male penis, a phallus symbol. It goes all the way back to Nimrod. Just like Christmas. The Christmas tree has nothing to do with Jesus Christ. It's all
Yeah.
about Nimrod. The Christmas tree is a symbol of Nimrod's phallus. His birthday is the 25th of December, not Jesus's.
Yeah.
You know, they've been doing that since the beginning of time. Even like Valentine's Day, that's one that hides another pagan religion underneath it. Like the whole Easter thing. The Easter bunny ain't got shit to do with Jesus. Eggs got nothing to do with Jesus. That's them trying to take that away. You know, hide it underneath something, sway people away from the way. And that's what Jesus is. Jesus is the way.
Hmm.
You know, not to be all political and religious, but yeah, that's what I believe. I've researched the man a lot. I've yet to find any dirt on him. You know, you got three Abrahamic religions that talk of Jesus. One believes he's the Messiah. One doesn't believe he was the Messiah. Another one believes he was a prophet. But they all believe in him. So there you go. I think man has corrupted religion. I don't think we get the true story no more. It's ridiculous how much they disinform people. You know, how the distractions get you thinking this when it's actually that. They're masters of that shit. Especially when they got the media in their pocket too.
Yeah, that's another thing. The media.
There ain't no media anymore. Internet gives you more real knowledge. People need discernment. People say something, they don't just need to believe what people are saying. They need to look at them and say, why did he say that? Why did he use those words? Who is he trying to convince? You know, shit like that. Ask the whys of the question, not just believe it wholeheartedly. Don't be led around by the nose. Investigate. Like, here's a good example I learned recently. I don't know if you know what the Keystone Pipeline is, but it's a pipeline that goes across from Canada down through the United States and it delivers oil.
Yeah, I've
Well,
heard of it.
that was one of the first things that Joe Biden stopped. Donald Trump had restarted it after Obama stopped it. Now, Obama stopped it, and Biden stopped it, so they're both DNC. Now, guess who donated to Biden $58 million? The owner of uh, Hathaway Industries, Warren Buffett. He is the one that's shipping all that oil that will go through that pipeline if it's ever finished. He will lose billions if they finish that pipeline. So he donated 58 million to Joe Biden. These are facts.
Hmm.
It's got nothing to do about the environment. You know, it's all about $58 million going to Joe Biden. So you figure he spends 5% to make 105% more. You know, that's corruption, pure and simple.
Yep.
But anyway,
It's
I
the
know
same
you don't
here. It's just,
politics things, so find something better to talk about. What's the biggest fish you ever caught?
Biggest fish was just 14 pound to where I live. There's, I mean, on my videos I go out and I catch generally plenty of fish off the shore. But the biggest was 14 pound to. I've had bigger on the boat. I've had 27 pound on the boat.
Yeah.
That was maybe
Well,
2 miles off the shore.
largest one I ever caught was probably a flounder, about 3 pounds. I've caught a bunch
Some
of
of the
bass.
guys on the west coast here, they catch common skate up to 245 pound.
Yeah, it's crazy.
These
Down
are
the
things
road.
that bust your balls trying to land them, you know.
Yeah, that's fun, man, but I don't want to be fighting like 30 minutes. 10 minutes is enough.
So some of these skate are like 2.5 hours to get them up.
Yeah, that's the way it is at the boat landing when we fish. If you ever catch anything of any size, you're going to have to walk it around to the boat landing because of the rocks
I'd
and
love
stuff.
I'd love to go to Florida for the tarpon.
Oh, yeah, it's great fishing down there out here.
I'd love that's one of my things. I'd love to do that. Florida for the tarpon. I'd love to go to Norway for the big halibut and
You
cod.
hate driving around down there, I can tell you that. It's the worst damn place to drive. Got every road 6 lanes and 65 miles an hour. Bumper to bumper, door to door, all day long.
I couldn't get used to that. I live in the country, mate. I can drive to work 10 miles away and see 5 other cars. Hi, Mary.
Yeah,
How you doing?
we barely missed being in a 5-car pileup. We was down there for a rock fest. A buddy of mine was in a rock band at the time, and we had like a 4-car train, and then someone stopped short across the stoplight. I mean, it's, even in stoplights where they have stoplights, the speed limit 65 miles an hour. And this asshole tries to make a turn as soon as he crosses the intersection, and 4 cars pile into his ass. We barely missed it by like a foot, and ended up having to fix the damn van that our main guy was in because it busted his radiator. So we ended up changing the radiator right there in Checkers parking lot.
Mm-hmm. How are you, Mary? You all right? You're doing well? That's good. We're all good here. We're all good. It's just a typical Scottish day. It's raining.
Yeah, if you go down to
Constant.
Florida, they've probably got 1,000 beaches down there. Beaches everywhere.
I'd love to go fishing for the big bluefin tuna.
They even got inland beaches. You know, just the way it's so low. The whole state is so low. I mean, it is crazy. It's almost like an island. It's so low. If we ever get a lot of water rise, Florida's gone. I hate it, but if we get like a foot, if the water's raised, and it's like they're talking about global warming, the seas are rising and shit. If that was the case, Florida would have been under water a long time ago.
Yeah. Mark,
Here
where are you? Where are you, Mark?
Here at the beach, if you dig more than a foot down, you hit water.
Do you?
Yeah. The place I'm working right now, we built an outdoor shower, and we sunk the post in, put them in 2 bags of concrete in each hole, and shit ain't been in there a week, and it's already starting to lean because there's nothing but sand to hold it.
Yeah.
I told the boss man he should have built it with a slab, so the slab could have held it straight. You know, even if it just used pressure treated lumber underneath the ground, it would have still held it straight. But like I said, you know, hindsight's 20/20.
Yeah. Where I used to work, Montrose in Scotland, there it's quite low lying. It's the same. If you dig 2.5 feet down to put in a big strainer post, you're into water.
Yeah, they still build down here like crazy though. They'll drive them damn pilings down 16 feet is what they're required to drive them down now.
Yeah. Chloe likes the smell of tuna, Beth. Tuna trench.
But I gotta get my dog out, so I guess I'm gonna drop over here. But it was nice coming up talking to you, man.
All right, thanks very much, Dennis. Pop up any time, and like I say, I'll sub you once I come off this stream.
That's cool. That's cool. Appreciate it. Like I said, I'll be back. Y'all have a good one
Hey,
out
worry.
there in Catland.
Take care, mate.
Be good and do good. Y'all take it
That's
easy.
exactly it. Chloe does the tuna. How are you feeling, Beth? Are you feeling any better? Chloe hates anything to do with fishing. You'll have to get a goldfish, Chloe. A pet goldfish. Mark, a mullet, £2.4, 1964. Conger, £42.5. St Catherine's Point, Isle of Wight. That's a good conger, man. What pain medication are you on, Beth? If you can say. If you can't, it's fine. Chloe, you can't kill a goldfish, man. They're indestructible. You can practice with your wee game, kind of wee fishing game you get. I don't know, it's like Hungry Hippos, but it's no, it's wee fish that pop up with their big moose. Hey, little Susan. Former squaddy. Black Watch, good man. What's your plans today, Mary? Any plans today? Church? Cooking? I'm going to cook my dinner tonight. I'm going to have a ready meal. Naproxen, tramadol, paracetamol. Right, Beth. I was on naproxen and tramadol 20 years ago. And then I was on dihydrocodeine and God knows what else. Now I'm on OxyContin, gabapentin, amitriptyline, and duloxetine. You should try your doctor for if the tramadol doesn't work, the dihydrocodeine won't work, so you should try your doctor for Sevrodol, MST, or OxyContin. That's the next level up. Basically morphine in a tablet form. That's why I always look like I'm wrecked. Dealing with a child with a horrendous attitude. I was that child, I suppose. OxyContin's pretty heavy duty, like. Aye, Ivy, that OxyContin was a big drug in America. It was killing lots of people. It's pretty heavy duty stuff, like. I've been on it for quite a number of years. I'm at the stage in my life now, I'm that used to the analgesics. When I get surgery, it doesn't cut the mustard. After that last elbow operation, I was in horrendous pain for 7 weeks. And then I'm going back in for surgery just soon. I've not got my date yet, but it will be soon. I had my pre-medical assessment in December, so. Beth, I can post you some down if you would like to try them. But you just have to be careful because they can pick grown men on their arse. Just speak to your doctor. I mean, I got sent to the pain specialists, and that was just a waste of time, man. Utter waste of time. I rattle like a tube of bloody Smarties, man. That's just the painkillers I take. I've got other conditions I take other stuff for. 32-year-old, it's a pain in the ass. What's this all talk about kids? Chloe, your kids were angels, man. When I was there, man, your kids were absolute angels. I don't believe a word of it. Absolute angels. Oh, my fucking hands are all swollen today, Beth. Fat hands. Don't you see that? Fucking hands are just all swelled up. Arthritis. Chloe, they were just little angels, man. They loved me to bits. Gallbladder. You'll have to change your diet, Beth. You're lucky, Mark. I'll no see retirement age. I'll be brown breed afore that, man. My future's not rosy. If I do, I'll be in a wheelchair and an oxygen bottle. Peekaboo. It would be my nightmare, Beth. I mean, I eat healthy food, but I just eat too much. I'll eat a bowl of pasta. I'll eat a family meal at a Tesco's that's meant to feed 4. I'll just eat the whole lot myself. Tonight it's just a korma ready meal. That's the extent of my cooking tonight. Can't be bothered. I maybe have something sweet later on. Cheers for coming in, Ivy. I hope Rich gets better soon. Well, your nare's shortbread. Now, do you boil your can of condensed milk to make that, Beth? You've got stents, mate. You'll make it. You'll make it, man. You're near there. By the time the government lets me retire, it's going to be 72. Take care, Ivy. We'll catch up with you soon. Love to use both. From us all. Absolutely knackered. I've not slept much. Boil it with sugar and make the caramel. When I just boiled the can. Boiled the can for an hour and then just poured it over my digestives. Rain, 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 and more rain. Lovely. Stephen, I'm between Dundee and Aberdeen. Slap bang in the centre, actually. I'm 38 miles from Dundee and 38 miles from Aberdeen. I'm not on the coast. Oh, Beth. Well, you know, I would just eat the whole lot in one go and have a sugar rush and just go off my head. I'm not really a sweetie person, but likes of that, cakes and that are just my downfall. Cakes and custard creams. I lose weight. I don't have a thyroid gland, Beth. I've no thyroid. I've got Hashimoto thyroiditis. So it's not that it's underactive. It's my own antibodies attacked it. Basically killed it. And your thyroid's what controls your metabolism. And I never take my thyroxine, so that doesn't help. Albeit I've just put a prescription in for it and I'm going to start taking it because I think it's half the bother with my sleeping. I don't know. The opium painkillers is this problem with sleeping too. Aye, I'd get a sugar rush. A total sugar rush. Only been to Glasgow and Fort Falkirk. Where are you, Stephen? I think I asked earlier on, I can't remember. A cooking channel. You should do, Beth. I did follow one, but I had to come off it because of certain people. And it was good. Oh, you're Swansea. Swansea. You must get some big bass down that way, Stephen. I know a lad, I'm not sure where he's from in Wales. A lad, Sean, and what a bass he catches down there. You're 24 miles from Stephen. Susie, what are you doing? You little shit. What are you playing at? Why are you trying to eat coal? You got fucking food in your bowl. Go and eat your food. But you're bashing lure fishing for bass. Excellent. Matt's behaving. The channel's actually been very clean today because there's none of the sidekicks to wind up Chloe with her salty liquid. And no Sarah. Beth's behaving. No Shaz. No Nessie. So it's all good. And I'm always a saint. No one's egging Chloe on. You're right. You don't need egged on, Chloe. You started it. Aberdare. I'll have to Google that in maps. Beth, let's go, Chloe. Oh dear. I'll give as good as I get. I just didn't care how you could do that, Chloe. That was vile. Bastard rain, man. Mid-South Wales. Chloe, I'm going to time you out. I think a wee 5 minute stint will do you the world of good. put user in timeout. Oh, so, what happened there, man? I don't even know how to reverse that. Are you back on, Chloe? Hi, Ian, mate. How you doing? I don't know if Chloe can get back on. I don't know how to do it. Hi, Beth. I don't know how to reverse it. I don't know. Okay, Mark. Catch you later, buddy. Let me just find it. No, she must be back. She's going to kick my hoop. Chloe, are you back on yet or no? You can't reverse a timeout. Honestly? Oh, dear. I thought it would have come up with the option of like it does on YouTube seconds. I was going to give her a 5-minute. Oh, well. Is what it is. I don't know what I've pressed here. No, I did. She's still, I did. She's still banned. I booted myself with Beth. I wonder if I can time myself out, man. If I click on her name, I can't even find her name. Like Chloe. No. 3 dots. No, it's coming up the option, put user in timeout. Delete star. Ban. Oh well. What green button, Grant? Aye, that's the beard gone. I shaved the most of the beard off. A fellow bearded one. Grant, I don't know what you mean, a green button. All right. No worries. Oh well, Chloe's banished. I don't know how long it'll last then. Just tap the screen, dude. That'll be me. 1 subscriber down. Oh, yeah, bastard. I don't think she can get back on, Beth. I think that's her gone for good. I don't know. I don't know how this works. I thought on YouTube you get an option when you time somebody out. You get an option of the seconds. I was going to time her out for 2 minutes or 5 minutes. You just have to give her moral support in chat. I presume she can still see it. $300. Is that what it is? Bloody hell, man. Three. 300 seconds. Now, is it seconds or minutes? You now tap things and chuck myself off my live as well. Somebody message her and see if she can get back on. That's bound to be 300 seconds now. Aye, seconds. I shall get back on. Come on, Chloe. You're back. No, if I click on it here, it just says timeout. It's not like YouTube. YouTube gives you the option of seconds. So I clicked on the timeout and I was going to give her just like fucking a minute or 2 minutes. And then it just got rid of her. I should try and fucking time myself out. I do. Everybody's having a lazy Sunday. I'm off. Gonna send data to YouTube. Aye, you're right, Beth. That'll teach me a mess with bloody buttons, man. You can't. It's called ending the live. I'll be ending it shortly anyway. I was only meant to be on for half an hour. Back in 2 minutes. First. Football. Bollocks. Matt, are you coming up on panel? I'll speak on my phone. That's double trouble. Two minutes. Keep chucking bloody cell off, man. Right, Kelly, how you feeling, darling?
Hello.
Hello, Beth.
Oh, hello there.
How you feeling?
I'm not too bad, actually. Just pain levels. I have to keep them under control. If I don't, then I'm poop for the rest of the day.
Aye. Do you want some of these sent down?
I'll see what the doctor says on Tuesday. If he can change them, if he can't, then possibly yes.
I mean, I've got strong ones, I've got middle ones, and I've got weak ones. I've got 5s, 20s, or 40 milligram slow release.
Oh, right, okay. Well, I'll see what he says, and then if not, I will give you a shout.
No problem. I said probably better taking the 5s to start with, see how you get on, because the 40s to jump straight onto that is quite a high dose.
Yeah, probably. Anyway, I have to confront Caster. I have no idea why he thinks I'm not so polite. I am the most polite person he's ever come across.
Who's that? Matt.
Cass.
Get him on panel and give him grief. Come on, Matt, get on panel.
He won't come on panel. He's probably scared.
Sarah, you get on panel.
Yeah, Caster. Pull the other one. Them words mean nothing to me.
Watching a hurling match. What the hell's a hurling? Curling.
She's probably watching somebody hurl up.
What the hell's hurling? I'm Scottish, I'm backwards.
I've never heard of hurling. I've heard of curling.
That's what I thought, curling. Casper's running scared.
Yeah.
Everybody's scared of Beth.
I have no reason, why people are so scared of me. You know what I mean? I only speak the truth. I tell you how it is. And if I don't like you, I'll tell you I don't like you.
That's the way to be. I'm the same. Albeit I've made an enemy of her band bloody Chloe. She's not come back.
Well, you're going to get some abuse off her after.
Oh, I have no doubt. It's on YouTube. You get the option. You put somebody on timeout and it gives you X amount of seconds. Ryan just goes timeout. I pressed it and that was it. She was gone.
Well, she should be back by now.
I should maybe be busy with the kids.
Yeah. Caster, no, you're not. You're just a wuss because you won't get up on panel to confront me.
What am I missing here? Come on, Casters, get up. Take it like a man. How's your weather down there, Beth? Have you got it dry?
Oh, it's dry, it's sunshine, and it's absolutely lovely.
Oh, God, we've just got typical Scottish dreich weather.
Now, well, Fergus is snoring. If you hear anybody snoring, it's Fergus. He's flat out on the sofa, but for like 5 minutes. And then as soon as he knows the sun's like beaming in the back garden, he goes running outside.
Does he just lie in the sun and sunbathe?
Oh, yeah, he loves the sun. Absolutely loves it.
My wee terrier's like that. She goes out and sunbathes. And if it doesn't get the sun, she just lies underneath the wood burning stove.
Well, we have to like pull him in because when it's really, really hot, he'll sit out there and it's like, you're burning. Get in. Do you know what I mean? And he's like, I want the sun. No, get in.
The wee terrier, she'll hang out underneath the stove, and all you see is the head poking out with the tongue hanging out, panting like hell. And then eventually, if it does get too hot, she'll wander through the kitchen. She'll lie on top of just the tiles on the floor to cool down.
Yeah, that's
and then
him.
She comes toodling back and goes back under the stove.
Yeah, that's him. And then I have an air conditioning unit, and he'll come in, and then he'll like sit in for 5 minutes, and then he's back out again. It's like, he's stupid.
Yeah, it's like the big one doesn't bother much with rain. She just goes out. She doesn't care. The little one, like when it's heavy rain, you open the door for it, go out for that day or pee, and she just fucks about, and she scoots her down the patio, and she just stays on the patio but hangs over the grass, does her wee, and comes straight back in.
Yeah, that's
But
it.
you take her down the river, and she'll just run in just straight in.
Well, he doesn't like puddles. He'll walk around a puddle. Now take him to a river, and he'll jump in it. Now,
Just
if it's raining, I open the patio doors and I'll go for a wee. And he looks at me and he about turns and I go for a wee. He like, as a wee, looks as if like I'm watching him. And if he doesn't, I'll say, well, you're not coming in till you've had one. And then he'll make sure he has one and then he comes back in.
Aye. They try your patience. They're like kids.
Oh God, he is. He's so bloody soft. It's unbelievable. And you know, if you walk past a yapping dog, he goes, hmm. And like he kind of like purrs, and he's like walks past as if to say, "What are you yapping at?"
Yeah, my little ones. She's not really barky. Just if somebody comes in the house, she yelps, and she's got a bloody high pitched squeak. It just gets right up your goat. The big one barks as well, like, but she's meant to bark. She's the guard dog, but she's starting to go a bit lame, Beth. She keeps periodically. She gets a sore leg.
Him, but because like he's on bed rest, but we have to take him out for a little walk because otherwise he'll just stiffen up.
Yeah.
When we know he's had enough, because he'll just sit down no matter where he is, as if to say, "That's it, I'm done." So we don't venture far with him. So, but he's an absolute darling. I wouldn't give him up for the world. I mean, we rescued him. When we got him, he was a right mess. He was full of sores. His claws were so long. He stunk. And that day it was like, right, we'll give him a bath. We went out, bought him new toys, bought him a bed, bought new food for him, and his allergies are right down.
Mm-hmm. It's funny that because my German Shepherd, the last German Shepherd was exactly the same. We have to buy that Malaseb shampoo, and it's about £24 a bottle.
Well,
and it does have two.
With Hippie Scrub.
Aye.
That works wonders on him.
Well, I says to the ex-partner, I says, get Hippie Scrub, and then I get prescribed dandruff shampoo from the doctor, which is antifungal. I says, and just mix the two together, and that gives you basically the Malaseb. Oh no, you can't be doing that. I can get Hippie Scrub for nothing by the gallon.
Well, what we do is with him, we wash him in Hippie Scrub twice, and then we just get a normal baby shampoo and put that on. And skin is so perfect.
We've had other tests done. It cost a fortune. She's allergic to cereals. She's got hay fever. She's allergic to the parrot, dust mite, everything. And it comes out in her skin, But her skin's actually really good just now.
Well, we bathed him yesterday, because I don't know. Sometimes he stinks, and it's like, good God, what have you been doing? It's not like you've been rolling in shit. So we put him in the bath yesterday. His coat is absolutely amazing. I've used almond shampoo as well, Castor. That's good. But I just like bath him in Hippie Scrub twice, then use a baby shampoo, and he's absolutely fine and dandy. Do you know what I mean? And he smells absolutely lovely. And like kids are like sit next to him and go, "Oh, doesn't he smell like a baby?" And I'm like, "Yes, leave him alone. Don't brush the scent off him. He's absolutely fine."
Right, pizza.
Oh, bloody hell, here he is. Trouble with a capital T, Pizza Demon, who wants to wear a mankini.
A mankini. Yeah, the vet says to me dogs don't sweat. But my dog, we've got a hammock bed now, so she's up off the floor and the airflow. If you get a bog standard bed, it gets wet. And the vet says, well, dogs don't sweat. And I'm like, well, how come her bed's getting wet? She's not incontinent. And she gets like a yeasty smell comes off her.
Yeah, he has smelly armpits. It's like, you disgust me. Get your deodorant on.
Hi, Sammy, bro, how you doing? Well, the vet says dogs don't sweat. And I says, well, I beg to bloody differ, man. Let's say she's got her hammock bed. It's just a wee four-poster, and it's just a bit of material up off the deck, and then she gets like a wee thin blanket on it to try and make it a bit more comfy.
Well, he has like his bed, and it's on a sofa, and it's like it's the best thing ever. He won't lie anywhere else apart from his sofa.
Mm-hmm. She doesn't really bother with her bed. She just sprawls out on the floor anywhere.
Well, it's
She's got a
either his
bed.
bed or he climbs on me, and I'm full of bruises. My legs are full of bruises because he just like plonks himself on me because he's that big. He's solid.
Mm-hmm.
It's like, you got your sofa over there. Why do you feel the need to come and sit on my knee?
He needs lovies for his mum.
Oh, yeah, but it's the worst time possible when I'm drinking a cup of coffee, and he wants to so I have to put it down. And then he sits there for like half an hour, and I forgot my coffee because he hates the smell of coffee.
Aye. No, mine's just... She does come up now and again. She's no meant to, but now and again she'll just come up. She'll take with her the 2 seats of the 3-seater and then just put her head in my lap. And then the little one, she's a year younger. So the big one's almost 11, the little one's almost 10. But she's like a kangaroo. She just pounds up and just curls up in a ball. She's getting lazy now. She used to just be mental. Now she just sleeps all day.
Oh, Pizza, I'm talking about the dog. Now, the old man, I know that as a penis. So, can you tell me which one you think we're talking about? See, he's not even answering me, is he?
Aye. So how long you had Ferguson?
I've had him exactly a year.
All right.
He was on Facebook, and it was on like you get your spotted pages on Facebook.
Yeah.
And it was said, would anybody want a bulldog? I want £250, fees. Anyway, it was about midnight, and I said, yeah, I'll have it. Anyway, I said I'm at home all day, so I got up the next morning and the post had gone. Next minute we get the message, can I bring him round to see you? So I said, yeah. So he brought him round, and he was just going wild in the house and in the garden. And he said, I think he'll be happy here. He said, just give me £100. And I went, right, okay. I got all his paperwork and everything.
So basically you've saved the dog's life.
Yeah. But he's so content here. It's not a man's best friend, Pizza. It's a family friend. But Fergus is a mum's friend.
The German Shepherd we rescued off a farm. She was 9 months old. And it wasn't that she was abused or anything. The woman and the husband, one of each of their parents was terminally ill with cancer at the same time. And they had absolutely zero time for the dog. So because she was brought up on a farm, she wasn't really integrated with other pets, as in dogs, cats. But you could walk her through a farm, she wouldn't bat an eyelid at a cow or sheep or anything like that. But other dogs, she wasn't socialised. So she was quite hard to break in that aspect. She was okay with me because I'm obviously strong enough to hold her, but my ex-wife, she just dragged her about. And I got her to the stage where she would walk at my heel and she would have a bark at another dog, but she wouldn't try and go. And now she's just getting too old now. She's never been one for straying. When you went a walk, she would run 40 yards ahead and then come running back. She didn't like you to be too far away, whereas the terrier, it just goes its own way. You let it off the lead and it just disappears. It's just...
Yeah, you see, with him, if my fella takes him for a walk, he's literally having to drag him. It's like, I don't want to go on a walk. And now I put him on a lead, and all I have to say to him is, come. And he's at my side, and he'll do the walk all around. And he'll go in front on the lead and everything. And then he'll keep turning around, checking to see if I'm still there. But when he walks with my fella, he hates it. He's just like, I'm not taking him for a walk no more. I'm like, right.
My neighbour's dog was like that. They had a golden retriever, and predominantly it was Neil used to walk the dog, and just away he went, no leash, and the dog would just toodle along his side, and it was a really friendly dog with the kids and everybody else. And see if his partner Helen tried to take the dog out, it would just sit in his arse. It wouldn't move.
Yeah, that's him. That's him.
Just would not move.
It's
They went
funny.
away to that of the concert. I can't remember what it's called. It's the 80s, or the rerun of the 80s music. So he says to me, just leave the back door, you've got a key, just look after the dog and feed her and that. I'm like, no bother. So I'd go in and one Corey out for a pee, and she would just sit in her arse. I had to physically pick her up and take her out into the garden and close the door.
Yeah. Well, he'll do as he's told for me. When my fella says anything, he just like looks at him to say, who are you? You know, and he's just so strange. But he'll go to him first thing in the morning, and he'll have like a cup of coffee and his hobnobs, and he sits there and he'll get a hobnob, and then he'll walk off, and my fella will like play with him and torment him and everything. Absolutely fine. But when it comes to like, daytime, not doing anything, he'll sit next to me. He'll look at me for food. He won't go anywhere. And we're going away at the beginning of May, and I was taking him with me, but we're at a wedding, and it'd be too much, like, being left on his own. So the groomers that we go to, she's having him for us, so he's not, because he'll have separation anxiety, and I don't want that for him. So he's going to go to the groomers.
Yeah. It's funny because my parrot, I've got an African grey parrot, and it hates women.
Mine hated men.
Aye, I hear that, either like one sex or the other, but mine's, I can do anything with it. My son can do anything. Any of my pals that used to come in the house could put their hand in, and I mean, females, no. My son's girlfriend's lived with us for 4 or 5 years, and she talks to the parrot all the time and gives it treats and all the rest of it. But if she puts her hand in there, man, she's getting it.
Well, I had one. I had it for about 6 years. And I mean, all he ever used to say was the kid's name to get up for school. But he
Now, was that
wouldn't.
in a calm collective voice, or was it a squeal?
It was, how can I put it? Callum, Matthew, get up for school. It was just like, it's proper weird. And I had the windows open, and there were loads of lads outside the house, and all you heard was, fuck off, fuck off.
They're fucking. This ain't a mine. I mean, we got it from a pet shop. Somebody had it before. We've had it about 25 years, I think we've had it. And it used to go, oi, mate. So it was obviously an Englishman that had it.
Yeah.
And it's not said that for a long time, but it just copies everything. It coughs, it sneezes, it farts, it barks. We had a joiner in the house in the kitchen. And when I was a smoker, a typical smoker, I used to cough my lungs up. And the parrot was sitting there shouting away. And the joiner boy says, I think you'll better go and check the old fella's all right. I says, no, that's the bloody parrot, man. It sounds so real. I'm going to do some lives of it. I'll do some lives.
Yeah. I remember with mine, the police knocked on the door, and all you heard from the parrot was, for fuck's sake.
Brilliant, man.
The police are like, who's saying that? I said, it's me parrot. They went, no, it's not. I went, it's the parrot. and all I heard was, fuck off, for fuck's. And I had to take him in the room where the parrot was. It was like, oh my goodness. They couldn't believe it. Absolutely couldn't believe it.
Either. You get a laugh with them, but I split up with the missus a few years ago, 2.5 years ago, and I sleep down the stair, and I could wring its neck. You'll see some nights, man, it sits there and it does car alarms and rings phones, it coughs, it sneezes. And I thought I was being devious when I split up with the wife. I taught it to shout, "Where's Matty?" So in the middle of the night, it pings its fucking cage and it starts shouting, "Where's Matty?" Again, 2 o'clock in the morning. Now, I don't sleep well, so when I'm asleep, I need to try and stay asleep. And then it pipes up with a bit of attitude, man, and you're like, oh, Jesus Christ, again. Some days you could wring its neck, honestly, and I'm a pet lover, man. But some nights you could just wring its neck.
Yeah, but mine was like so loud. It's like, oh my God. And then when you're doing a night shift and you're just climbing into bed and it's like, oh God, it's off on one. Oh no, please, please no. You go down and you say, shut up, and it'll go, fuck off.
They're strange, absolutely strange. It's quiet just now. It's been quiet the whole live stream, actually. But if it hears strange voices or somebody strange comes into the house, it's as quiet as a mouse. It can be
Crazy.
absolutely going mental, and a visitor could come to the door and come in, and it just, and they're like, "That's awfully quiet." And I'm like, "No, it's not. It just doesn't perform in front of doesn't perform in front of strangers."
It's strange. It's really strange because they know whoever's in the house, they know. And then as soon as a stranger comes in, it's like, well, I'm not doing anything. I'm not doing anything. I'm not going to show these what I can do.
Mine's has now started shouting, "I'll wring your fucking neck."
Oh my goodness.
Because that's what I shout at like 2 o'clock in the morning when I'm trying to sleep. I'm like, "I'll fucking wring your neck, kin." So that's its latest when it started shouting, "I'll wring your fucking neck."
Oh dear. Right, Flower, I'm going to go. I'm going to make a coffee.
No worries. Thanks for coming on, Beth.
Watch football then.
Well, I'm just going to end my live stream in a couple of minutes, and I've got some bits and bobs to do.
Okie dokie. I shall speak to you soon. Bye, everyone. Behave yourselves and don't get
We'll catch you on some channel later on when they do it.
Yes, no problem. All right.
Okay.
See you later.
Take care, Beth. Ta-ra.
Bye.
Bye-bye. How are you, Ian? Are you all right, buddy? He's in the cupboard. Aye, parrots are mental, man. Learned behaviour. Your collie's 14. You might get another 3 or 4 years out of my brother-in-law had a collie, Grant, and it was just close on 18. I'm alright, Ian. I'm not bad. Just typical bloody weather. Can't do nothing. Pissing or rain. I'm glad I got the grass cut yesterday. The grass was a hell of a length. It was the first cut of the year, and it was just laziness. And it was always too wet, so it was dry yesterday, so I had a ton bag full of grass off my back garden. How you doing, Lloyd? I'm alright, buddy. How about you? Just in a coffee, and then I'm going to get on and get some bits and bobs done. I should have been fishing today, but the weather's crap as usual. Right, Beth, take care. Thanks for coming up. We'll catch you sometime later on. Aye, Grant, we'll get something sorted out, and once this weather finally gets a bit better, get you up for some fly fishing, and we'll do a stint on the rocks as well, or off the harbours. Try and get you up and get you a pollock. I want to go over to Skye for pollock, but I never get the bloody time. Just when the weather breaks, Grant. Give her this fucking cold days and rain. I don't mind working on it because I'm moving, but I'm getting old now. I don't mind standing on the rocks for the piss and rain with my gear on, but in the summer I like to just be in a pair of shorts. Can just toodle about. I'll take you to that hill lock that's in my videos on my YouTube channel. I'll take you up there. Guaranteed fish up there. It's quite good fishing. What you been up to, Lloyd? Have you been fishing much? Aye, we'll do a bit of rock hopping, Grant. Up here, you're never far from the mark. They're just literally half a mile apart. There's a whole coast up here. The only problem you got up here is the Mackie Bashers. They tend to just get on marks and leave a bloody shithole of a mess. Busy working, Lloyd. But some of the marks will take you. There's no lot of mackerel bashers go because it's a bit of effort to get to them. The effort for me, I'll fall down the hill but then have to climb back up. Do you know, everybody up here that I know blames all the foreigners for leaving the shite on the rocks. And I know different. I totally know different. I know well-known anglers that sit and greet about litter on harbours. And I've been on harbours and they've left litter. Aye, Grant, there's plenty of spots I know that nobody goes to. That's not an issue, man. There's plenty of spots. There's some good wrasse marks up here. About, no far away, 15 miles up. A lot of local lads, Sammy. I know local lads that's been fishing, and I've been out at like 2 in the morning, and I know exactly where they've fished. And then the next day it's on Facebook about foreigners leaving shite line everywhere. And I know for a fact exactly it wasn't foreigners. I know exactly people that do it. You know, and these same people moan about the litter on harbours. I'm not saying foreigners don't do it, but I know they get the blame for it all the time when it's bloody well not. I mean, I have a lot of foreign friends who I fish with, who I used to fish with, and I've never once seen them leave a bit of litter, ever. I'm not saying if it's a gale of wind and a wrapper blows away, you're not going to go chasing it fucking over the rocks. But as a rule, I mean, we get people here, marks, it's easy, and they were undiscovered marks. All of a sudden it's gotten out, and then I'll go to it, and then there's buckfast bottles and barbecues and bait wrappers, packets of sausages, and God knows what line out of the marks. And I know some of the guys that have been doing it, and I will name and shame them. Oh, you've got the Mackies already? We could be, every year's different here, Sammy. Some years it can be the end of May, some years it's the end of July before they turn up. I've seen loads of people leaving shite line. I've challenged some, but it's just not worth getting a fillet knife stuck in the side of you. I mean, I done 2 boys a few years back. I seen them leaving their litter, so when I finished fishing, I went out of their car and I just stuck my fillet knife through all their tyres. I thought that'll fuck you over again. 4 tyres for leaving their shite lying about. So another guy, I shoved my road stand through his radiator. Kind of nice person I am. I didn't want to get to jail at my age. Again, it's not worth it. Well, I think the sun's going to come out. Casters can't catch a whiting, let alone a mackerel in a big shoal. Like in this Lloyd, everybody goes on about the whiting and they hate them down south because they're just a menace. I actually love to eat whiting. You just don't get them up here. The biggest whiting I've seen up here is 6 inches long. I love eating whiting. I'd rather catch whiting than cod. But we're lucky now. We're getting a lot more haddock here off the boats. The haddock are coming into inshore waters now, so you can't beat a bit of haddock. Fresh haddock's lovely. Hi Masha, how are you doing? I hope you're well. I don't know, Sammy, it's bizarre. Years ago, when I was a young guy fishing, used to get lots of whiting. I good whiting. And then now, no, you get pin whitings, so they're just tiny. Having your coffee, Masha? I've just finished mine. I'm just typical Scottish weather here, Masha. It's been bucketing it down with rain yet again. It was okay yesterday. It was dry yesterday, but windy. Got the garden tidied up, got the grass cut, thankfully, because today's just been awful. It's an ongoing joke between yourself and Casters. Aye. Do you get much cod down where you are, Lloyd? There's all just the bass and spurs, or is that a link to one of Lloyd's lives? Do you get a lot of whiting where you are, Sammy? Lloyd catch cod. We're lucky up here, Casters, man. I mean, the last few years has been quite poor for the fishing for the cod off the rocks and the boats. I don't know why. I think it's probably because there's been no whiting, as in pin whiting. So the feed's no there, so the cod hasn't been. October onwards to about March. Aye. Do you eat them, Sammy? I love whiting. That would be the fish I would buy out the fishmonger's whiting. Not many cod. I thought there would be some big cod down there. I mean, you go back to 2001, 2002 winter, we had a really cold winter. It was just snowy for 2 months. It melted, it came back, deep snow. The sea was always rough and an easterly wind. And I had 585 fish over £3, and I must have had 500 fish under £3 for my winter. I had 23 double-figure fish that winter, 23 or 24. I had 5 double-figure cod in one night. Smoothie's not far away, and Tope. Aye, for me to get Tope, I'd have to go way over to Solway Firth, down next to you, Sammy. Then I get them over here. I'm not saying there's none, but they would be like hen's teeth. Cold all week again. What's the biggest fish you've caught, Matt? Weed fishing champ, Lloyd. Get plenty of that in the winter up here, man. See if it's been a big sea and you've had a lot of rain and you got other shite coming down the rivers and it mixes with the seaweed, man, and you get a great big knot of it and you're on £100 braid. It can almost pull you in the bloody sea, man. 16 pound conger. I've seen some big congers washed up on the beach dead here. Aye, 30, 40 pounders. £222 blue shark off Newquay. That's a big shark. The fish for the port beagles up here. I've never done it. I'm going to try it because there's lots of porgies up here. You go out about 20 miles. I could get out 20 miles in not long in my boat. It wouldn't take long. My boat does about 40 knots. So I could get out there fishing for them, but it's hit and miss. Some days there's 4 and 5 landed. For the next week there might not be any. Just depends where they are. You do get some thornbacks, Sammy. I've seen them. I've seen them on the beaches. Not big. There has been a couple of skate caught up this way, bizarrely in shallow water, over £200. I won't say where, but local to me. I mean, up here, when I was a young lad, the water was full of spur dogs. I've never heard of a spur dog getting caught here for 20 years. Used to be full of dogfish. I've never caught a dogfish by rod and line yet. Albeit there's a few getting caught, but years ago when I was on the trawlers in 1987, you could fill a bloody net with bloody dogfish, man. In front of Gayfield, no, that's rocky ground. If you go a wee bit further south, just to where the rock meets the sand, you get flatties. Hello, Chloe. What brings you here? Any place there's a bit of sand up here, Sammy, you'll get flounder and dab. Occasionally, back end of the year, if you get a northerly swell, you'll get place. The occasional turbot comes off. Chloe was on time out. The wee bum. I think I'm quite big, Chloe. I'm big and round. I'm like a fucking oil drum. I'm like an oil drum that's been rolled in hair. Aye, the sun's coming out, man. Happy days. Just mind keep in touch, Sammy, next time you're up in the winter. If you're staying sort of local, I'll pick you up and I'll take you up to some of my fishing grounds and get a night of it rather than just a couple of casts. I'll be back in December. Got it sorted. Where are you staying, Sammy? Is it in Arbroath? All right, Ian, mate. That's what I'll be doing just shortly. The next couple of weeks, I'll be getting on my fire, be done for next winter. I've got 30, 40 ton to sort out. Oh, that's fine, Sammy. That's fine. I'll easy pick you up for Arbroath and I can take you further up to fish. That's if you want, like. Take care, Ian. I'll make sure I've got some good bait. I've got plenty of squid. I've got squid and log and crab. If we get the weather, Sammy, I'll get you a fish, no bother. If we get some water and some rough swells. I always catch fish when I fish up my way. Only had one session really this winter. And I got 6 in a couple of hours. The biggest was just over £7. I'll do lives, Lloyd. Just depends on the weather. I've got unlimited data, so data is not an issue. I've got battery banks. That's not an issue. It just depends on the weather. I will be doing some lives in the summer with the fly fishing. I'm starting soon, actually. Now it's later at night, so I can go after work for a couple of hours. I do some nymphing, do some dry fly, do some buzzer fishing. Aye, Sammy, it's hit and miss. The last couple of years have been pretty pish. I never fish Arbroath way. I only came down that day just to really to see you. I tend to fish further north. And I fish generally very, very shallow water. I mean, I've pulled out double figure fish in less than 1.5 feet of water. Aye, up the way, Sammy. I mean, I fished all the Arbroath area when I lived that way. I lived in Arbroath, so I used to fish all that area, but nowadays I tend to fish up the coast. It's better fishing up the coast, to be honest. Anyway, I'm going to end this live. I've got some things to do before my visitors come. It's not as far up as Aberdeen, Sammy. It's literally 10 miles from my house. So it's you're you're not far from Montrose. I'm not going to say on a live where I fish. A lot of people know where I fish, but there's lots of lurkers I don't want to know. But it's no far. It's no far, mate. Aye, Masha, have a good day yourself. It's 3 o'clock in the afternoon here. And we'll maybe catch you live if you're live later on before my visitors come. I might go out in the garden to do a wee bit now the rain's went off. Right, anyway, I'm gonna end this, guys. So we'll catch you all soon. We'll catch you on the street someplace. Lloydies, Stephen, Casters, everybody, thanks for coming in. It's actually been a clean chat today. The mighty Rangers are on, so I watched that. Sammy, I never watch football, but I watched the Celtic match yesterday. Thanks for coming in, Sarah. We'll catch you in chat somewhere else later on. Caster's has blown kisses to you. That's no for me. Granny, bro, we'll catch you later, man. Love to Kelly, give her a big hug from everybody. Hey, ladies, we'll catch you later, man. Catch us all. Ta-ra.